Hello and welcome. Thank you again for tuning in. Once again, my name is Sean Bennett, here for another night of Lyman Eagle basketball action. We're going to start off with the girls basketball team playing against the Star Valley Braves, followed by the Lyman Eagle boys team playing against the 2-1 Star Valley Braves boys basketball team here on MyLocalRadio.com. My name is Sean Bennett, tuning in for this broadcast on MyLocalRadio.com. We do thank you for tuning in. About 8 minutes to go before the tip-off here at Star Valley. Apologize for the late start. We had some technical issues I had to take care of to get the stream started first, but it looks like we are all good to go. I was able to speak with Jason Hansen earlier this week, leading up to the Star Valley Braves basketball game. Let's hear what he had to say. Here with Jason Hansen, head coach of the Lyman Eagles girls basketball team. Now, Jason, you played 4 4A teams in the Flaming Gorge, which obviously helps this weekend leading into a Star Valley matchup on Thursday. How important is that for you to not only have played similar competition, but especially going into your first road game where it's not a tournament, it's just one individual game?
Well, it's a big help because every team that we played this last weekend was competitive with us and made us do things that we're not used to, and so I think coming back today for practice and getting ready for them, we can work on some things and tweak some stuff that maybe will give us a better chance of beating Star Valley this weekend.
Now, you did have Cassidy Nelson for that Flaming Gorge tournament. Is she going to be back this Thursday against Star Valley?
Yeah, she's supposed to get back tomorrow night, and so hopefully we can get her up to speed on what we've been doing and see how that's going. How
difficult has that been, especially playing the games, but now in practice when you're prepping for a certain team, to not have one of your starters or one of your key players on the court and then kind of trying to pick them up late? Is that only added to the stress of a head coach?
Yeah, it adds to the stress because then they're a step behind. They're not sure. We could have maybe switched a few plays in this week's games where we've like, oh, this isn't working, and now she's not going to know, and I'm probably going to yell at her because she's not knowing, and so it's not a good thing.
How has that changed as well with McKailey going out with an injury early in the season? How's your coaching kind of had to adapt to the season as it's come along? Obviously, Cassidy Nelson being out for a few games, McKailey out for the season. How has that really changed things now moving Bryce Hansen, your daughter, and Mandy Ayer into the starting lineup, as well as Nicole Pete in, and kind of trying to see which lineup works?
Yeah, we've had to make a few adjustments, and it's, McKailey gave us the opportunity to do a lot of things and get away with a lot of things, and our margin of error has just gotten a lot smaller, and we're just trying to figure out what's best for this team without her, but she was a huge part of what we did, and so it's a learning curve for the coach too. So
now I know this might be two different answers as a coach and as a father, but how proud are you of Bryce Hansen in her early work as a freshman to be on the court and really be able to handle herself with a lot of seniors from opposing teams?
She's been in the gym since probably age 2, so shouldn't be new to her. I'm proud of her. She's as a freshman, she's had her lumps, but I felt like this second weekend of basketball, she really came into her own, and she's kind of learning how to work as a varsity player and work harder. Mm-hmm. She kind of coasted in middle school a few times, and so now she's just getting a little bit tougher about how she's playing and a little bit more confident with her offense. So proud of her.
Now, at the end of that Green River game, McKinley Bradshaw, at the end of that Green River game, McKinley Bradshaw had 44 points. She scored 14 in the last 4:45 of action of that one. After you called the timeout, the lead had been cut down to 5. Was that something you said to her in the huddle, in that timeout huddle, or is it just the flow of the game where she just came alive and said, okay, I'm going to need to score in the fourth quarter to really propel us down the finish line?
Well, with her, it's sometimes you, as a coach, you just got to get out of her way and let her. She gets going. You just don't really say much to her. You just let her do her thing, know that whatever she's doing is probably better than what you've drawn up or what you've done in practice. And so if she's not shooting as well, then we kind of go to our offensive stuff. But the way she was playing the other night, you know, she could have pretty much done anything she wanted.
Now, what are you expecting to see when you play Star Valley on the road in this 4A contest?
They're a great team in that they shoot the ball extremely well. They have 3 girls that can really handle the ball, and they probably have one of the best athletes in Wyoming, and Olivia Muir. And she's hard to handle. She's hard to keep off the board. She does, you know, she's at the front of the press. She's faster than everybody, and you know, she's a McKinley athlete, and so she's a force to be reckoned with. And so we're, you know. Now,
I like to play this game with a lot of coaches, a lot of players. Fill in the blank. Lyman wins against Star Valley if blank. If what happens, what will need to happen for Lyman to beat?
If we can handle their full court pressure, and if we can take care of the ball, I think Lyman beats Star Valley. So.
Now, I know you might have been a little bit of a mess up there at the end, but you did start to say Mountain View. How important is it to look upon just your own season and not really pay attention to those scoreboards? Because with a lot of these volleyball girls, it was them at the top with a lot of people looking up to them. Now Mountain View, after 2 weekends, sits at the top after defeating your team. How important is it to really just tell the girls, or do you need to tell the girls, hey, don't focus on them, focus on us, and, you know, if it happens that they're undefeated the next time we play, we have a chance to beat them?
Yeah, I don't really, you know, we always want to beat Mountain View, but, you know, we got our own things to worry about and to get better, and and playing a Star Valley team is very similar to playing a Mountain View team. They have a lot of similar pieces, and so, you know, this is a good test for us, and it gets us ready for the next time we do play Mountain View.
All right, thank you for spending a few minutes with me, Coach. That was head coach Jason Hansen spending a few minutes with us earlier this week leading up to this matchup, where he told me that McKinley Bradshaw is poised to have another big contest tonight. His starter from the beginning of the season, Cassie Nelson, will be returning tonight after taking a family vacation, and much more. We really do appreciate all of our coaches being able to stop with us and talk before these matchups that we have on MyLocalRadio.com. Sorry about the no camera work for that one. Just am having some camera issues here at Star Valley, where we've had to try to work through that. So I apologize for just having a black screen up there with the voice of, but more of a radio feel, I guess you could say. So less than a minute away until tip-off and starting lineups announced. Both coaches in their huddles here, getting the teams ready. If we do have a national anthem, we will take a short break on MyLocalRadio.com. I'll keep you updated on that, but I will announce the starting lineups as they come available to us. Starting lineups brought to you by MyLocalRadio.com. So the Lyman Eagles and the Star Valley Lady Braves ready to get underway here. Starting lineups about to be announced. I'll have to see if Cassie Nelson does make her way into the starting lineup after missing practice this week. I believe she practiced yesterday for the team, she told me before today's contest. And she said, basketball always makes me nervous. She had a nice laugh about that. But she said, basketball always makes me nervous. So to say I'm more nervous than usual, maybe not having practice, would be out of the ordinary, because I don't think she was saying that she is nervous, but she's always nervous. So that is how it goes for her. And they're giving, looks like McKailey Bradshaw is receiving a nice little award from the Star Valley Lady Braves. Remember, McKailey Bradshaw did tear her ACL, unfortunately, in her senior year, and is done for the season, unfortunately, but that's nice that McKailey Bradshaw is here and not only receiving some love from her own team, but also the Star Valley Lady Braves, making sure that McKailey is not missed. Starting lineups about to be announced. I believe the Lyman Eagles are going to be announced first. Spring Yaggie's going to get the start, senior for the Lyman Eagles. No surprise there. McKinley Bradshaw will also get a start, number 14. She scored 44 on Friday night, looking for another big performance possibly tonight out of the other half of the Bradshaw duo that sees the court. McKailey obviously injured at this point. Mandy Ayer and Olivia Smith also starting tonight for the Lady Lyman Eagles. And Bryce Hansen will round up the starting five. So Bryce Hansen, Spring Yaggie, McKinley Bradshaw, Olivia Smith, and Mandy Ayer. Cassie Nelson will start off of the bench tonight. Look to be the Eagles' sixth man. Starting for the Star Valley Lady Braves is number 4, Abby Coles, senior. Caitlin Erickson, another senior. This is a senior-heavy lineup out of the Star Valley Lady Braves. Number 14, Shay Erickson. Number 22, Lacey Coles will start for those Lady Braves. And Liv Muir goes by Liv on the official roster sheet. Her full name is Olivia, so if I say Olivia or Liv, just know who we're talking about tonight. So the Lyman Lady Eagles, the number 4 team out of the 3A conference here in the girls basketball in Wyoming. Star Valley, number 3 in the 4A. So take their ranking, take their classification, and just swap them right now. Both teams averaging over 56 points a game. Could be a high-scoring one tonight. Tip is initially won there by Star Valley, and they're going to call it over and back as the tip went right to Millie Merritt. And I believe they said that she stepped into the backcourt as well. So it's going to be an immediate ball here for the Lyman Eagles, and Mandy Ayer with it. So Mandy Ayer will take this one across midcourt legally for the first time tonight. McKinley Bradshaw at the free throw line, turning around, looking to find somebody. Spring Yaggie gets it back to Bradshaw on the top. 5 wide here for the Lyman Lady Eagles on their first possession, as now they cut into the lane. It is Bryce Hansen, the freshman, daughter of head coach Jason Hansen, with the ball. Bradshaw looking to find some room, gets it over to Yaggie. She tosses it wide on the other side. And Bryce Hansen looking to go inside. Spring Yaggie taps it up, catches it, throws it off the glass, and that's the first 2 points of this contest to the Lyman Lady Eagles. 2-0 here is the lead. 7:10 to play in the first quarter. It's 2-0. The Lyman Lady Eagles scoring first. Bradshaw overcommits on that one, tries to go for the steal, did not get it. And the lay-in there by Liv Muir gets her first 2 points. Bradshaw behind the back dribble, being doubled. She pulls up for 3 and gets nothing but air on that one. Rebound underneath from Star Valley. Looking to push the pace down the other end of the court, and that one is thrown well over the head of the Lady Braves. Abby Coles, the turnover there. So 1 minute and 15 seconds in, and the Eagles trying to find their way. Here is Cassidy Nelson, if you just joining us, starting off of the bench tonight because she missed practice all week long due to a family vacation. She was not at the Flaming Gorge tournament last week as well. Bradshaw will drive down the baseline, not going to get that runner to go, and a rebound pops out to Shay Erickson of the Lady Braves. Both teams trying to get their footing set here in the first couple minutes on this Thursday night, the last game for the Lyman Lady Eagles before they go on Christmas break. That's a long shot attempt and missed, and it will be Lyman ball. Star Valley won the opening tip and immediately turned it over. If you're wondering why Lyman's getting the ball, it is still technically considered a Star Valley 1 possession on the opening tip, even though they turned it over right away. 2 minutes in, number 2, Bryce Hansen with the ball, gets it over to Olivia Smith, trying to use the screen from Bradshaw. Bradshaw pick and pop on the outside. Bryce Hansen, a 3-point shooter. She's going to attempt this one. Her foot was on the line. It's going to be a 2, but Bryce Hansen makes her first shot attempt of the night, and it's 4-2. So the Lyman Lady Eagles looking to impress here on the road in their first true road game of the season, as that one is tipped up and out of play there. Ball underneath there. Bryce Hansen defending. Liv Muir loses it, gets it over to her teammate. And that is McKinley Bradshaw picking the ball up, but I believe they're going to call a foul before the fact, and that is Mandy Ayer picking up the foul, her first of the contest. Mandy Ayer on defense inside, much bigger. Paige Neal trying to go around her. Excuse me, that was Liv Muir. She misses, but the ball goes right to a Star Valley Lady Brave. This time, Bradshaw says, I'm just going to take this one and make you fight it away from me. She fights through some contact as well and draws a foul. So 4-2, the Lyman Eagles ahead here. The foul was called on Caitlin Erickson, the senior from Star Valley, her first of the contest. Bryce Hansen bringing the ball up the court. Gets it over to Olivia Smith. Inside McKinley, pick and pop right out to Spring Yagi, who attempts the three. Long miss. Ball is on the floor, loose, and I believe they're going to say it went out of bounds off of Star Valley, and Star Valley will make several substitutions here. Do not have one of their players on my official roster sheet, so I'll have to figure out who that is wearing number 44. Probably a duplicate number situation where a player is wearing a different number. Bryce Hansen checks out for the Lyman Eagles. Cassidy Nelson in for the first time in a couple weeks. Olivia Smith trying to set a screen in the paint. Doesn't get it to go. Peden with the ball on the right wing. Peden in for the first time as well. Peden throws it inside, tipped away, gets it back in the corner. Nice save by Nelson. Drive from Peden on the baseline, throws it up off the window and good. 6-2, the lead for the Lady Eagles. 4:40 to play in quarter number one. This is going to go all the way out to the right side. That long shot, no good, and a rebound from Peden as she gets it over to Bradshaw. Bradshaw looking to push the pace, gets it inside immediately to Spring Yagi. Back out to Bradshaw. Bradshaw misses her second three attempt of the night, and the rebound Star Valley. Bradshaw reaches in, not going to get called, thrown underneath, nice pass, and that's a score for the Star Valley Lady Braves to cut the deficit to 2. I believe that was Cassie Hunsaker with the basket. And Cassidy Nelson, nice turnaround jumper right there. Cassidy Nelson proving she hasn't lost her luster after being absent for the last couple weeks for this team. McKinley Bradshaw underneath, fighting for the ball, loose on the floor. She scoops it up through her legs, gets it over to Peden, and a bunch of bodies on the court. Peden trying to use some numbers to her advantage. Cassie Nelson brings it out to Spring Yagi. Spring Yagi for three. Spring Yagi, nothing but net on that one. So it's an 11-4 start for head coach Jason Hansen and the Lyman Lady Eagles here as David Moore looks on, a little bit displeased on how his team has started here at home. And almost stolen away there. Liv Muir being double and triple teamed. Bradshaw takes a charge. Bradshaw saw that Olivia Muir was out of control driving the baseline. She just kind of stood there and says, all right, I'm going to let you run into me, and that's exactly what happened. Bradshaw went down, drew the charge on Caitlin Erickson. Or actually, no, they did update the scoreboard now. So Olivia Muir with the foul. We're going to take the timeout, too, with head coach David Moore on MyLocalRadio.com.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
Back here on MyLocalRadio.com, the Lyman Eagles and the Star Valley Braves breaking their huddle. Little backcourt pressure coming up here from the Star Valley Braves. 2-on-1 as Bryce Hansen fights to get open, gets the ball in, and sends it right back to Mandy Ayer. Mandy Ayer, ball over midcourt, looking to go somewhere with it as she picks up her dribble, and Nicole Peden fights for it, gets it, sends it over to Bryce Hansen, the point guard. Inside, tapped away. Intended target was McKinley Bradshaw. Nice defense there from Star Valley. saw the pick and roll coming, and they tapped that one away on the baseline. Bryce Hansen in the corner to Peden. Up top and back in the corner, right to Bryce Hansen, and Bryce Hansen misses long. Cassie Nelson not expecting that one to miss everything. Sees the ball go right off her chest and her hands out of bounds. Star Valley on the other end here. Getting the ball is Erickson. Erickson looking to go inside to Olsen. Olsen missed the shot down low. Rebound by Mandy Ayer. Here she comes the other way. Did find out from the SVI guys near my booth that is Olsen, number 44 for the Star Valley Lady Braves. I don't have her on my roster, so going with what they tell me. Ball inbounded to Abby Coles after that turnover in the front court. 2 minutes to play in quarter number one. The Eagles have put up 11 points, which not bad, but the Star Valley Lady Braves only have 4, which is pretty bad. McKinley Bradshaw with the turnover, goes all the way down the court. Mandy Ayer waits for the contact to come and draws a foul. So a good job there from Mandy Ayer. She was hoping the defender would blow by her and run past her, but unfortunately for her, the defender stayed there, and she has used that contact to her advantage. 2 shots incoming for Mandy Ayer. First free throw is up and good from Mandy Ayer. Foul, by the way, was on Olsen, number 44. Her first of the first half. The third in the first half for the Star Valley Braves. 3 fouls to 1 here in the first 7 minutes of this contest, or 6 minutes rather. 2 free throws are up and good from Mandy Ayer, and here come Star Valley looking to get some offense going, and that's not the way to do it. A traveling violation is called. So with 1:51 to go, the Lyman Eagles have their first opportunity to go up double digits in this one. Bryce Hansen with the ball in the backcourt. Pressure falls off, and she just walks it across the center line. Bryce Hansen looking to go down low with it. Instead gets it over to Yagi. A couple defenders sticking with their men. Bryce Hansen finds herself a couple feet open in front of the defender. She shoots a long 3, no good. Rebound by Star Valley. And that one, almost another turnover, saved in the corner there by McKenna Bragg. Goes cross court, all the way across the court to Shea Erickson. Underneath, that's Olsen. Olsen working through the contact. She will get fouled on her way to the hoop. So it will be 2 shot opportunities for the Lyman Eagles. Reminder to stay tuned after this contest for the Lyman Eagle boys against the Star Valley Braves boys team. Following this, live on MyLocalRadio.com. I'm going to stick with this one stream so you don't have to go clicking around to find it. There's one place for it, right here on MyLocalRadio.com. Reminder, also you can catch all the Lyman Eagle and Mountain View Buffalo games on MyLocalRadio.com this season. And I believe they're going to call a lane violation, so an empty trip there from Olsen as she misses her first attempt. Second attempt will act like it never actually happened because of the lane violation being called. 13-4, 1-1-1 on the clock, 1:11 here in quarter number 1. Bryce Hansen directing her team around as pressure in the backcourt. Peden gets it in the front court, goes right over to Spring Yagi on the right side. Yagi tosses it up on the rim, no good. Rebound from Olivia Smith underneath. She throws it up towards the basket. Unfortunately for her, it was knocked away and out of play. But Lyman will retain the offensive possession here. Spring Yagi, ball underneath, gets it up to Olivia Smith, blocked at the free throw line. And here comes Star Valley going the other way. Olivia Smith defending, does not foul, but the layup is good. 13-6 here as the Lyman Eagles breaking the pressure pretty easily here. Spring Yagi in the right corner gets it over to Olivia Smith on the right wing. Bryce Hansen looking to get the ball back. Some heavy defense here, gets the ball into the corner Back to Yagi. Yagi has her dribble forced out of her hands. 25 seconds to go in quarter number 1. Let's see if Lyman decides to go one shot here or if they can get another possession. 20 seconds to go. Ball back up top to Olivia Smith and Bryce Hansen. Looks like this will be the final possession of the first quarter, barring a foul. 10 seconds to play. Bryce Hansen, ball at midcourt. And that one is knocked out of bounds. Actually not knocked out of bounds, just thrown out of bounds there from Bryce Hansen. Not sure Spring Yagi knew that the ball was not tipped because she let it go. Would have been a tough task to save the ball in the front court, but with 5.9 to go, Star Valley will have it. Dribbling it, crossover, gets it inside the free throw line to Liv Muir. She drops it, and that's how the quarter will end here in Star Valley. In Afton, Wyoming, the Lyman Eagles leading 13-6 after one quarter. Will Jason Hansen's squad continue this momentum and go into halftime with the lead? Tune in to MyLocalRadio.com to find out.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
As one of the region's most visited websites, MyLocalRadio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit MyLocalRadio.com today to stream it all live.
Back here on MyLocalRadio.com, second quarter underway. The Eagles leading 13-6 in this one as Star Valley gets the opening possession, and it turns it away right to McKinley Bradshaw, sprinting up the court. Bradshaw, nice crossover dribble, spins, gives it in the corner to Yagi, back up top to Olivia Smith, pump fake, and gets it back over to Bradshaw after the ball was knocked out of Olivia's hands. Bryce Hansen being heavily guarded by her defender early in this one. Cassie Nelson, free throw line to Bradshaw. Bradshaw throws it underneath to Smith, cutting towards the basket. No good. And the rebound for the Braves. In the corner, that is Cassidy Nelson defending. Gets it all the way on the right side. Olivia Smith defending. Missed badly there, but unfortunately for Lyman, it fell right to a Brave defender. And here comes Olivia Smith sprinting down the court. Smith beats everyone down the court, and Olivia Smith, 2 more on the board as we open up the second quarter scoring with some fast break points. That is something that Lyman Eagles, especially the girls basketball team, are heavily reliant on here in 2018. That long rebound attempt goes in the corner where Yagi chases it down right into the hands of Bryce Hansen, and a foul is called. Star Valley head coach David Moore was looking for a jump ball there, but looked like a lot of hand and not a lot of ball on the reach in there. So the foul was called on Star Valley. Foul called, by the way, on Olivia Muir, her second. So of note here with 6:36 to play in the first half. And a timeout, Jason Hansen. We're going to stick right here on MyLocalRadio.com during this timeout where the Lyman Eagles have been pressured throughout this game, but they have not felt that pressure relate to a lot of points for the Star Valley Braves. It is 15-6 early in this contest. The Lyman Eagles, the number 4 team, out of the 3A conference, really trying to get on the scoreboard here. Just a reminder, they average 56.6 a game. They give up around 37 a game, 37.6. And for a nice 20-point victory margin throughout this season. The Eagles have defeated 4 4A teams, looking for their lucky number 5 before the end of 2018. An impressive start. Something that the Lyman Eagles could improve on, if you're asking about one thing to improve on, would be free throws. They shoot it at about 59% throughout the season so far. This on the outside, long shot miss there from Olivia Smith. Tried to use the backboard to get it to go. Rebound Star Valley, jump shot from the side, and I believe that's going to be McKinley Bradshaw swinging her hand in there. Will be charged with a foul. Abby Coles to the free throw line for 2. Drew the contact. First foul on McKinley Bradshaw, so no need to worry about foul trouble for McKinley. First free throw is up, and it is good. Bryce Hansen will check out of the contest. Spring Yagi back in. Second free throw, no good. Long rebound over to McKinley Bradshaw. She storms across midcourt, driving through a host of bodies, and she pulls up on the baseline, no good. Long rebound goes right to Spring Yagi. Yagi turns around, free throw line jumper, Mandiere, no good. Cassidy Nelson gets the ball underneath, cannot get the offensive rebound and score. She gets the first part, not the second part, and it remains 15-7. So 2 points for Lyman in the quarter, 1 for Star Valley. Long three there, and that one is good. I believe that was Lacey Coles. Lacey Coles, a deep three, cuts the deficit down to 5 here for the Lady Braves. Mandiere with the ball near midcourt, being defended by Abby Coles. Olivia Smith, nice backdoor cut there from Cassie Nelson. Right attempt, wrong execution, as that one is stolen away by Olsen. Bradshaw comes in, steals that one away. She's going to go all the way to the basket herself. She's going to get the foul. She's going to get an and one opportunity at the free throw line. McKinley Bradshaw, the athleticism. She saw the bigger player taking the ball up across midcourt. Usually not a good sign if you're a basketball team to have your center or your power forward take the ball up across midcourt. That was exactly what was happening for Star Valley. So Bradshaw just stepped in, poked her hand in there, poked the ball away, and took it coast to coast for the layup. She will get fouled, and one more opportunity. That is up, and that is good. So that foul goes against Star Valley, the 5th of the first half. 5:10 to play in this one. Underneath, blocked inside. I believe that was Cassie Nelson who got her hand on it, and Spring Yagi tried to get it over to McKinley Bradshaw, unfortunately for her, but Bradshaw was a little bit closer than she expected. She rocketed that one off the hands of Bradshaw and out of play. So Lyman turns it over in the backcourt. Inbounded, free throw line, blocked by McKinley Bradshaw. Ball tapped up, however. Nice defensive play from Olivia Muir. And underneath, Bradshaw gets her long hand in there to knock it out of play. Cassidy Hunsaker actually was the one who poked it away to get the possession back. Hunsaker underneath, nearly stolen by Bradshaw. Out on the outside, that is Coles, 4-3, long miss, follows up her own shot, goes underneath the basket, lays it up off the glass. Millie Merritt with the rebound and score. That is Peden inside the free throw line, tried to get it to go, could not, and she comes up with a limp. We'll have to see if she is okay here. She is visibly limping as she works her way down the court. Long three from Olsen, and or actually her foot was on the line. So the action has picked up here in the second quarter, less than midway through quarter number 2, and a lot more scoring than we saw in quarter number 1. 18-14 the score. The closest this game has been since it was 6-2. Mandiere, ball on the right side, trying to drive, gives it up. Right to Spring Yagi, free throw line jumper, no good. Air, had she turned around on that one, probably would have seen that her defender had fallen down, maybe trying to draw a charge, and she had an open shot / drive to the basket, but she picked up her dribble and turned around with it. Back to the basket. Bradshaw inside defending, and I believe they're going to call a foul underneath the basket there. Spring Yagi with the foul. Inbound underneath to Olsen. Olsen trying to get up and under with it. Cannot make the shot. Rebound from Yagi, and coming the other way is Bradshaw. Bradshaw launches this one up the court. Right to Bryce Hansen in the front court. Bryce Hansen uses her shoulder to clear up some space, and that's not allowed in basketball. The offensive foul there on Bryce Hansen, her second. 5-team fouls for both teams with 3:30 to play in half number one. Lacey Coles with it on the right side, gets it to Olsen. Olsen goes up, and no good on that one. Bryce Hansen with the rebound. Coming down the other side of the court is Bryce Hansen. Olivia Smith open at the three-point line. Instead, tried to go inside to Bradshaw. Bradshaw sees the ball get knocked away by two defenders. And Star Valley trying to cut this to a one-possession game if they score in this possession. Shot from the corner, misses badly. Olsen underneath. Olsen scoops it up and scores. So what is killing the Lyman Eagles so far in this contest is not the first shot opportunity. It's that second shot opportunity from Star Valley. Olsen, I don't know how many rebounds she has, but it's got to feel like 5 to 6 offensive rebounds here in this first half. That one's stolen away in the backcourt, and the layup is good, and this one is tied at 18. The Lyman Eagles not looking good, and Jason Hansen wants a timeout because of it. With 2:31 to play, we're going to take the timeout too on MyLocalRadio.com.
Some folks say that life can be measured in seasons. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston, we have vehicles for every season. From new to experienced drivers, we understand that safety, affordability, and great mileage are always on the must-have list. So whether you're just starting out or it's time to expand your fleet, we've got every season covered. Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. Stop in today, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
Back to action here on MyLocalRadio.com from Afton, Wyoming, where the Star Valley Braves have raced back to tie this one up at 18 after being down by as many as 9. 18-18, Bradshaw in the backcourt is fouled. The 6th team foul for the Lady Braves in half number one. So no free throws on this one, but for the rest of the first half, the Lyman Eagles will be shooting on every foul. Foul was called on Lacey Coles. Olivia Smith sees the ball almost be taken away from her. Nice job to get it back. Throws it all the way to the deep corner where Hansen comes up to meet the pass. Drives the baseline and scores. 20-18 the lead back for the guests on the scoreboard. Spring Yagi defending over to the corner where Lacey Coles has it. Trying to swing and reverse it to the left side. That's a three-point attempt, and the Star Valley Braves have their first lead of the contest, 21-20. After being down by as many as 9 in the first half, the Star Valley Braves have fought back and taken the 1-point lead here with under 2 to play in half number one. Bradshaw goes underneath, nearly gets the bucket and the foul, but she will go to the free throw line for 2 shots after going up strong through some contact there. Foul was called on, I believe, Shea Erickson. Yes, Shea Erickson picks up her first foul. The 7th foul in the first half on Star Valley. First free throw is short. Not enough legs underneath that one from Bradshaw. She has an opportunity to tie this one at 21, however, with a free throw here. That free throw is no good. Rolls around the rim and rebound Abby Coles. Coles bringing it up. Her team with a 1-point lead, looking to extend that lead for the first time tonight. Bradshaw defending underneath. A lot of contact. She goes down. No foul called, however, and the ball is ripped away from Spring Yagi on the rebound. Gets it over to Olivia Smith. Olivia Smith brings it up. Bradshaw, a deep 3 on that one. Front rim in, no good. Bryce Hansen gets the ball back out and throws it away underneath, trying to go underneath to Spring Yagi. And a steal by McKinley Bradshaw. She's going to launch this one up the court. Nice spin move from Spring Yagi. She's going to try to get the fast break layup. No good. Short on the rim. And a furious pace here is picked up late in that first half. Rebound from Bryce Hansen in the backcourt. Picks up her dribble, being double teamed. Gives it over to Olivia Smith. Bradshaw on the left side. She's going to cut towards the middle. Dish it off to Cassidy Nelson. Cassidy Nelson short. She gets her own rebound and puts it off the glass good. So Cassidy Nelson padding the stats, getting herself another rebound and the basket. 28 seconds to go. And an open three there, no good. Chased down in the corner from Lacey Coles with 20 seconds to go. Let's see if Star Valley shoots it right away. They do. Rebound comes down to Spring Yagi with 10 seconds to go. Lyman will have the last possession of this first half, just as they hope to have at the end of the first quarter, which they turned it over. 5 seconds on the clock. Bryce Hansen back out to Yagi. Does she see the clock with 2 on the clock? Gets his inside to Cassie Nelson. Cassie Nelson never got possession of it, and that's how the first half ends. So 22-21 at halftime. The Lyman Eagles leading here. They led the majority of the first half on MyLocalRadio.com. Stay tuned for more halftime action from Star Valley High School in Afton, Wyoming. Once again, my name is Sean Bennett. Thank you for tuning in on MyLocalRadio.com.
Hello all, Dr. Dog here. I want to talk to you about PepMinerals.com. By merging the highest quality veterinary grade ingredients with highly advanced mineral technology, PepMinerals.com produces the most innovative pet supplements on the market. The supplements focus on specific needs like hip and joint, digestive, and overall diet. You and I both know a healthy pet is a happy pet. Show your pets how much you care. Order them supplements today at PepMinerals.com.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same day and next day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being able to treat them, by far the best part of my job.
Back here on MyLocalRadio.com, halftime of the game between the Lady Eagles and the Star Valley Lady Braves. 22-21 the score. Your Lyman Eagles leading by 1 at the halftime break. As I said, our pregame show was not able to be its full length tonight. Because of that, I still have some interviews left to play. We're going to play some of those interviews now on MyLocalRadio.com. Hear what Olivia Smith had to say about her matchup against the Lady Braves going into tonight. Star Valley this week. Leading up to it, you've played 4 4A teams in the Flaming Gorge Classic, going 4-0. How do you think that prepped you guys for playing another 4A team, this one in a standalone one-game setting?
I think it's prepped us pretty good. I think we'll be ready for the higher energy and the higher intensity, I guess, and we'll just be ready to play at that level.
Now, keeping with that high-intensity theme that you mentioned, I have noticed in volleyball you were the same way. Obviously not more running in basketball than volleyball, but in basketball it seems like you're always one of the first girls down the court trying to beat the defense down there and get on that fast break. How important is that to you to keep the energy up and always be that spark plug for your team where, you know, if McKinley grabs a rebound underneath, you're going to be sprinting down the court for that outlet pass?
I think it's really important because, like, once we get that, then it picks up our energy and intensity, and it'll just keep us going. And if we don't have that, then we'll just get down and we'll just fall apart.
Now, how is it being on the court with this team? It seems from a spectator standpoint that you guys are very loose on the court, very energetic, just carefree and fun. Not that you don't care, but that you're having fun. Is that how it feels on the court for you guys, that you're always having fun with each other on the court?
Yeah, we always try to have fun. I mean, like, there's sometimes when we might be down or it's close and it's a little more stressful and we're more kind of like, okay, let's go, like, pick it up a little. But I mean, I think with us having played for a while together, that it kind of creates that, and so it's more fun to play.
Now, you have an interesting game. You can go inside a little bit, you can go outside and stand at the three-point line. What do you pride yourself on in practice working on every day? Obviously you're going to work on your entire game, not just one thing, but if there was one thing that you would hope that people from a spectator standpoint would be able to talk about Olivia Smith on the basketball court, what would you want them to say about you?
I try and really work on my free throws because that's one thing that they can't affect. I guess, like, that's just me by myself.
Now, obviously, a road game against Star Valley, emotions might be high. You know, some of the students might be there. How important is this game going into Christmas break to kind of get that momentum that you guys got from Flaming Gorge and keep that as you move along in this season?
I think the energy from that game would definitely, the energy from this weekend is definitely going to carry over, and if we get, like, what we want from that, then it's definitely going to carry over for, like, the rest of our season, really. But, like, if it doesn't work out the way we want, then I think that we'll still be together as a family and still have that intensity that we've had.
Now, I don't know if this answer is going to pan out like I am expecting in my head, but as it turns out, Mountain View is still undefeated. Any intentions or look ahead towards the next time you guys play Mountain View or matched up with them, or is it kind of let's focus on ourselves right now, and then if we get to beat them, you know, it'll be a nice redemption story?
I think it's really important for us to kind of focus on ourselves and just kind of one team at a time, because, like, right now we're just focused on, like, playing Star Valley this weekend. So I think when the week of that game comes, then we'll start focusing on that. But for right now, we're just focusing on ourselves against the teams of this week.
Now, playing in the Flaming Gorge tournament without Cassie Nelson, she might or might not be back for this Thursday's game. I talked to Jason Hansen a little bit. How important has that made your role on the court, or how have you had to step up in her place? I know that you're not necessarily the same position, but with one less bench player to come in or one less starter that's on the court, how important is that to you to really just keep on going?
I think it's really important for all of us, really, for all of us to kind of share and pick up the responsibility for Cassidy and just have her energy with us.
Thanks for spending a few minutes with me, Olivia. That was Olivia Smith. Spoke to her earlier this week, leading up to their matchup with the Star Valley Braves going on here midway through this contest. 22-21, the Lady Eagles on top of the Braves by 1 point here. They've led pretty much throughout the entirety of that first half, where the Braves stormed back after being down by 9 points to take a 1-point advantage before the Lyman Eagles scored a basket. That was the last basket we had of the first half to make it 22-21. The Lyman boys warming up. Just a reminder, keep in touch here on MyLocalRadio.com. The boys stream following this will be on this same stream. It's going to be one stream here for this season when it's a one road game. It's not a tournament, so stick right here on this stream. Just keep your computer, your tablet, your listening device up and listen to the voice of Sean Bennett. That's me, giving you all of the Lyman basketball action, both the Lady Eagles and the boys team competing against Star Valley tonight. Star Valley, as I've said before, is a 4A program here in Wyoming. Lyman, the 3A classification, and they are number 4, the girls team is. Meanwhile, Star Valley, number 3, ranked in 4A through the first couple weeks of the season. Star Valley does not shoot in the top 3, however, in the 4A, at least through those first several weeks. Star Valley only shooting 34.2%, and you saw what kind of played them here in that first half, because Star Valley started off slow. They only scored 4 points the majority of that first half. They were able to score late in the quarter, make it 6, but you know, if you're putting up 6 points in a quarter, obviously it's not going to be a great quarter for you and your team. They were trailing by as many as 9. They have rallied back here and put up 15 in the second quarter to make this a 1-point deficit at halftime. Starting the second half as Spring Yag gets the ball. Over to Bryce Hansen. Bryce Hansen on the right side. Bradshaw looking to get it. Instead, it goes inside to Olivia Smith. She rolls it off the rim, touched every part of the rim except for the part it needed to, and that was the bottom of the rim. Star Valley did get the rebound, but stepped out of play, so Lyman will get the ball. Inbounds right to Olivia Smith, back up top. In the corner, Bryce Hansen. They've run that inbounds play quite often tonight, and still has not been stopped. This time, Bryce Hansen throws it inside. Nice up and under move there, and that's another basket for the Lyman Lady Eagles to open up the second half of scoring. 2-point attempt there. The foot was on the line, but a long two-pointer that was open. Again, Jason Hansen not going to be happy seeing the Star Valley Lady Braves have this much open space on their shooting attempts. Olivia Smith with the ball up top, picks up her dribble and double dribbles as she puts it on the floor again. She's laughing. I think she realized after she put the ball back on the floor that, hey, I think I already dribbled. She's laughing about it now. Star Valley with a chance to take the lead, their first of the second half. Bradshaw on defense. Olivia Muir sends it short. Bradshaw gets the ball and will be double teamed behind the back dribble. Nice job bringing it up the court through a storm of bodies, and throws it right off the hands of Olivia Smith, out of bounds in the corner. So the turnover once again there for the Lyman Eagles. They haven't been crisp in their passing tonight. They still lead by 1 point, however, so that just shows you how good of a team they are, and one of their off nights, if this could be considered an off night for them. They still lead. 6:34 to go. A lot of open space there for Olivia Muir. She did not shoot it. Instead, Bradshaw plays off. Bradshaw gets a steal on the other end of the court. Ball hawking defense. Bradshaw picks up her dribble, however, in the front court, and it's taken away. Here comes the Lady Braves, and Bradshaw bumps into the back of the Lady Brave there. I believe that was Shea Erickson with the ball. Got run into from Bradshaw. And Bradshaw, because of that, picks up her second foul of the game. Olivia Muir on the inbound. They're just letting her go, and that is a lot of contact. That's going to be a charge. David Moore up off the bench doesn't like the call there, but was telling Olivia Muir, you saw it coming. They're playing off of you. They're giving Olivia Muir all of that three-point line and pretty much all the way up until the key. Bradshaw playing about 5 feet off of Muir and saying, all right, go drive, and I'll take the charge. That is exactly what happened, and Muir picks up her third foul of the game. She is still in the contest here, but Olsen, just as I say that, gets up off the bench, maybe to come in for her at the next timeout. Long attempt there, missed by Bradshaw. Rebound for Star Valley, coming the other way. Another open three is no good. Spring Yagi with the rebound, nearly has it taken away, and this time it is taken away. Shea Erickson ripped the ball out of Spring Yagi's hands. Got to be stronger with it there, but Lyman will try to get it back here. Still up by 1, 5:30 to go in the first half. Talking about being strong with the ball, Olivia Smith says, I'll take that please and thank you, as she gets on the floor to force a jump ball. Cassidy Nelson and Nicole Peden into the contest once again for the Eagles. Mandy Ayer and Olivia Smith checking out. 5:29 to play, half number 2, quarter number 3. Olsen, pick and roll, and a long 2. No official signal, but I would think it was called a 2. It is. So Olsen gives the Lady Braves their first lead of the second half, and a foul is called. And the foul was called on, I believe, Abby Coles. Yes, her second foul of the contest, second on the Braves here in the second half. Bradshaw with the ball up top, gets it over to the point guard, Bryce Hansen. Ball over her head, looking to go somewhere with it. Gets it over to Bradshaw. Bradshaw spins, drive baseline, through some contact, and scores. McKinley Bradshaw trying to take over here in the second half. She's gotten some athletic lay-ins here so far. Muir, a long 2. Muir needs to spot check herself. That's about the 4th or 5th time tonight she's shot the ball from 20 feet away, but it's been a 2, not a 3. Her foot has been on the line a lot, maybe a couple inches back, and she has more points, but as of right now, it's 27-26 lead. The Lyman Eagles are going to need to guard Olsen if they want to win this game. Olsen, way too many open shots. Bradshaw in defense, and looked like Muir traveled, not called, or looked like Olsen traveled, not called, however, and the largest lead for the Braves here comes with 4:14 to play in quarter number 3, 29-26. Bradshaw with the ball, trying to go somewhere with it. Drives down the lane, throws it up off the window, no good. Rolls around, gets her own rebound, up off the glass, and good for McKinley Bradshaw. You can tell how much of a special athlete she is. She is going to play at the University of Wyoming starting next year after her senior season concludes. She will play basketball for the Wyoming Cowgirls. Bryce Hansen overcommits, trying to get a steal, and because of that, it's an easy free throw line jumper for Abby Coles. Lyman's just going for too many steals here in this one. They're overplaying on defense, and they've been leaving Olsen open way too many times as well. Bradshaw with the ball, looking over towards Jason Hansen, head coach, calling out a play. Bradshaw picks up her dribble, gets it over on the other opposite side. Cassie Nelson inside. The entry pass is stolen away. Another turnover, a bad turnover, albeit at that. 3:08 to go. There was nowhere to go with that ball. They throw it into middle of about 3 or 4 defenders, and a timeout for David Moore. So 31-28, Star Valley with the lead. Jason Hansen's going to need to pick up his intensity for his team here with 3:02 to play in the third quarter on MyLocalRadio.com. We're going to take this commercial break.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Back here at Afton, Wyoming, in Afton, Wyoming, at Star Valley High School, where the Lyman Eagles trail this one by 3. 3:02 to play in the third quarter. The Star Valley Braves have picked it up since the first quarter. The Lyman Eagles led by 9 after 1 quarter. And since then, it's been a bit of a disaster for Jason Hansen and his team. Speaking honestly here, if I may. A lot of turnovers underneath for Jason Hansen's team. Jason Hansen and his team throwing the ball inside a lot, and it's just not been there for the Lyman Eagles, as Star Valley using that length and athleticism to their advantage. Star Valley with the ball, inbound on the outside to Shea Erickson. Erickson back to Cassie Hunsaker. She misses, and the rebound is pulled down there by Hadley Gross. Gets it over to McKinley Bradshaw, who crosses the center line with it. Mandy Ayer back into the contest. Hadley Gross checking in for the first time tonight. looking to drive as Gross could not find an open lane. So she gets it back out on top of the key to Peden. Cassie Nelson in the corner, being doubled is Gross. Gets it over back to Peden up top. Peden trying to drive in the free throw line, has it knocked away and commits a foul right after that. So not a good possession there for the Lyman Eagles after the takeaway on the other end. 31-28, Star Valley with the lead, wearing the white going right to left on your screen. The Lyman Eagles wearing their traditional blue uniforms going left to right, trying to get some offense going. It's been a while since the Lyman Eagles have scored. That's a missed shot from Olsen. Nelson elects to just try to pick it up instead of diving on the court, and because of that, Star Valley gets an offensive rebound. Star Valley cutting through the lane. A lot of steps there, no travel called, and Mandiere eventually gets it, and I believe they're going to get a foul on Star Valley as Mandiere goes in for the rebound. So the Lyman Eagles have been lucky here to not be trailing by more than 3 points. It's been an ugly second half here, 6 plus minutes in to this third quarter. The Lyman Eagles struggling to find their offense, especially from someone other than McKinley Bradshaw. Bradshaw has tried her best to keep her team in it. Hadley Gross, ball in the corner, sees it get knocked away, and probably lucky for Gross that the ball did get knocked away out of her hands by a Star Valley player. It looked like she was about to lose it out of bounds. Bradshaw checks out here with 1:31 to play, so an interesting move from Jason Hansen. His team down by 3, trying to get his star player some rest. Mandiere with the inbound in the near corner. Gets it back up top to Olivia Smith. So somebody from the Lyman Eagles is going to have to start picking it up here and scoring, especially with McKinley Bradshaw on the bench, possibly for the end of this quarter. 1:15 to go in the third quarter. Ball being passed around between Air and Olivia Smith, 30 feet from the basket. Air looking to find an entry pass somewhere, could not get to it, and that goes off of the arm/foot of Air and out of bounds. Just another poor possession there for the Lady Eagles of Lyman. Ball never entered the paint area, never entered inside the three-point line. It was just passing between Mandiere and Olivia Smith until Air dropped it out of bounds. Open shot attempt from the outside. That one is missed. Rebound in the paint from Star Valley. They're making a living off offensive rebounds tonight. Spring Yagi in defense. Jumps at the shooter. Cannot get it. Mandiere with the rebound in the backcourt. And she pulls it away and will take it across the center line. 35 seconds to go in what has been a rough third quarter for the Lyman Eagles. They trail by 3 here in Afton, Wyoming. Bryce Hansen picks up her dribble. Gets it over to Olivia Smith, who sees it go through her hands. Smith puts it on the deck. Back to Hansen. 15 on the clock. Hansen's going to try to drive by her defender. Put it up. Off the rim, no good. That is Mandiere with the rebound. Air spins. Tries to get the layup to go. No good. She gets a rebound again. Over to Bryce Hansen. Bryce Hansen from inside the free throw line. The jumper is good. 2 seconds on the clock. Do they realize? They do, but the shot is well short. And that's how the third quarter will end. So a 1-point lead for the Lyman Eagles entering the third quarter. A 1-point lead for Star Valley exiting the third quarter. We'll start fourth quarter action after this commercial break on MyLocalRadio.com.
If you can't give your dentist a 5-star rating, then you ought to consider making your next dental appointment with Dr. McKay Frankham. One patient said, "The best experience I've ever had at a dentist." Other customer comments include 5 stars plus. And not only is Dr. Frankham the best dentist I've ever been to, but I can actually afford to have dental work done by Dr. Frankham. Make your next dental visit a 5-star experience. Call for an appointment today at 307-789-8910.
Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. No excuses, just results.
Back here in Afton, Wyoming for what could be the final quarter here. The fourth quarter of action underway as Bradshaw takes the ball inbounds. Bradshaw's team trailing by 1, 31-30 as we start the fourth. Final 8 minutes of play, barring any overtime periods we might possibly need. Bradshaw in the right corner with the ball. And she throws it away, trying to go to air. Nice interception there, looking to go coast to coast, and that layup is up and good. A steal and score for Abby Coles will start the quarter. So that was just a bad pass from Bradshaw. She tried to go cross court, and Abby Coles saw that coming from a mile away, and Coles stepped right in front of it and took it the opposite direction. That's the danger. If you pass it from the inside back towards midcourt, that is going towards your own basket, and Abby Coles saw that and used it to her advantage. 3-point attempt from Bradshaw was no good, so a turnover. Back to Star Valley. Inside, that's Cole. Pump fake there for underneath. Bradshaw on the deck. The ball goes out of bounds, and it will go to Star Valley. So Star Valley, a 3-point lead, 7 minutes to play. It has not been a good last 2 quarters plus here for the Lyman Eagles after a thundering start in the first quarter, in which they led by 9. That is underneath. Olivia Smith sticks her hand in there, and she's going to get charged for a foul, as that layup was no good. 59 seconds into this final quarter of action. Foul was called on Olivia Smith, as I said, her first, team's third of the second half. Free throw from Caitlin Erickson was good, so largest lead here, sitting at 4 points for the Braves. Chance to make it a 5-point lead. No good. Spring Yagi with the rebound. Gets it over to Bradshaw. So Bradshaw trying to do it all for her team. She has not found her stroke from outside, however, as she is 0 for 6 from downtown is McKinley Bradshaw. She's gotten some 3-point plays, but no 3-pointers. Bradshaw underneath gets it, and she misses. Kind of backed away, didn't follow her own shot, and because of that, Star Valley with the rebound looking to go the other way. Bradshaw trying to catch up from behind and steal it. Could not get there in time. Cassie Hunsaker has it blocked by Olivia Smith out of play. So 34-30. Chance to make this a 3-possession game. Star Valley does have the opportunity here. Back up top. That is Coles with it. Coles pump faked. On the outside, that's Lacey Coles with it. Back to Abby Coles. Nice backdoor cut there. Rolling towards the basket, and that's going to be a basket for Cassie Hunsaker. Hunsaker scores off the glass. It's 36-30 with 6 minutes to play. Jason Hansen looking stumped on the sidelines as what to do. His team has not looked good. Olivia Smith driving towards the baseline just kind of launches it back towards Yagi, who's able to corral it. Back to Smith on the right side now. Smith trying to go baseline, brings it out towards midcourt. And McKinley Bradshaw, ball all over her head, gets it over to Bryce Hansen. Free throw line, Smith inside to air. Lyman trying to get some quick passing going. That's over to Bryce Hansen, and she is fouled. That's going to be a 3-point attempt for Bryce Hansen. Never foul a 3-point shooter from beyond the line, and that's what happened there. Good job by Hansen to draw the contact. And because of that, Abby Coles picks up her 3rd foul. So I believe it's going to be 3 shots here for Hansen. Chance to make it a 1-possession game again. As Hansen nails the first. 2 more on the line. Coles goes back and gets instruction from David Moore. Probably telling her, don't foul on a 3-point shot. If she makes it, okay, but you're giving her 3 free opportunities at the line. Hansen makes the first 2. Chance to cut this back to a 3-point game, and she does. So Bryce Hansen, the freshman, trying to inject some life into this Lyman Eagle team. Down by 3 with 5:45 to play. Muir on the outside, once again not being guarded. Fearing her from inside, but not outside. Nice drive there from Abby Coles. I believe there is a Spring Yagi had her hands on her back and pushed her over. That is exactly the call. The 4th on the Lyman Eagles. The 2nd on Spring Yagi here in the second half. First free throw is up and good from Coles. Abby Coles has come up big, the senior, 5'7" senior for the Star Valley Lady Braves in this fourth quarter. She opened the scoring in the fourth quarter, and she has 2 more points. So 38-33, 5:30 to play. Bryce Hansen bringing the ball up over midcourt. Inside, Cassidy Nelson scored on her first touch of the game. Hasn't done a lot since then. Bryce Hansen driving the baseline after a nice move, throws it right into the hands of Abby Coles, looking to go the other way. Coles goes right by McKinley Bradshaw. Bradshaw let her go by her so she could block it, and unfortunately for her, it went right over on the other side to a Star Valley Lady Brave who put it up, and she was fouled. So Bradshaw, I think, let Cole go by her, thinking she could get a block, which she did. Fortunately for her, ball went over to a Star Valley Lady Brave who put it up and got 2 free throws out of it. Foul was called on Spring Yagi, her 3rd, all in the second half. 5th on the Eagles. 5:09 to play in the second half. Second free throw, no good. Bradshaw comes down with the rebound, bringing it up, trying to beat some numbers down the court. Pulls up for 3, off the front rim, rolls around, and good. So Bradshaw gets her first 3 of the night, and it's a big one to cut that deficit down to 3. 4:51 to play in the ball game here. The Lyman Eagles trying to fight their way back into this one. The Lyman Eagles led by as many as 9 points, and Star Valley hits a 3 from the outside. Who else but Abby Coles heating up in this quarter? That is her 8th point of this quarter. A 6-point lead for Star Valley. So it's been Olsen in the first half. It's Cole here in the fourth quarter for Star Valley. 1-on-3 on defense, and because of that, it's an easy score for Shea Erickson, an 8-point lead. Lyman not looking good here in the second half. Haven't looked good since the first quarter. Olivia Smith with the ball on the right wing. Gets it back up top. Free throw line. Cassidy Nelson sees the defender go over her shoulder, trying to steal it away. And actually, no, it is a timeout. So we're going to stay right here on MyLocalRadio.com. The timeout was called. It was like a foul was about to happen, but they got the timeout instead. So 8-point lead for the Star Valley Lady Braves here. 4:05 to play in quarter number 4. Lyman is going to need a Herculean effort in the final 4 minutes of this contest to come back and win. The only reason I say that is because Lyman was up by 9 in the first quarter, and they really have not scored efficiently since that point. The Lyman Eagles have put up 36 points. They averaged 56.7. So you can see what kind of off night they're having. Could be relating to a couple of the girls looking ahead, maybe. Saying this is their last game before Christmas break. Cassie Nelson did not practice this week. She practiced yesterday, her only day of practice. After taking a family vacation and missing that Flaming Gorge tournament, she's come off the bench tonight. And the Lyman Eagles really haven't found a lot of scoring from anybody else aside from McKinley Bradshaw and Bryce Hansen, who's put up a few points in this contest, including a 3-pointer. Inbound over to Bradshaw. Bradshaw trying to go one-on-one on Abby Coles. Best 2 players on the floor as of right now. Bryce Hansen, back to Bradshaw, baseline jumper, front rim, no good. Bradshaw has been short on all of her attempts tonight. Maybe the legs being a little bit tired from a 44-point effort on Friday. 4 games on 3 nights. Tough for any player, but Bradshaw's been short tonight, much to the detriment of her team. 3:30 to play. Lyman down 8. Nice pass underneath from Bradshaw to Peden. Peden lays it in off the window and good. Some backcourt pressure here from the Lyman Eagles for the first time tonight. And that is going to be a timeout. So almost a 5-second call there. But a timeout instead was called by Star Valley and head coach David Moore in the backcourt. So we're going to take this timeout too on MyLocalRadio.com.
Sometimes when you're shopping for a vehicle, you're not sure what you want, so you drop by and look at all the options. Other times you know exactly what you want. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, you can call us or schedule a test drive online. We'll have it ready when you get here. We're here to help you get exactly what you want on your schedule. So whether you want to browse or pre-schedule a test drive, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet is here for you. 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
Back here on MyLocalRadio.com in Afton, Wyoming. The Lyman Lady Eagles down by 6 with 3:21 to play. Certainly not out of it, but it's going to need to be a good effort in this final 3.5 minutes if the Eagles want to win. Star Valley has looked good since their first quarter, where they only scored 6 points. Inbounding underneath the basket is Abby Coles. Gets it in. Backcourt pressure from the Eagles. Picked up the dribble there. Look for a travel, not called. That goes to Shea Erickson on the left side. Gets it back up top to Cole, who will slow things down. Lyman in a zone here on defense in the half court. Bradshaw diving after that one. Sees the defenders go on top of her, and I didn't see an official call. I think they called a jump ball. So unfortunate for Bradshaw there, as she was the only one on top of it. Possession stays with Star Valley with 3 minutes exactly on the clock. Spring Yagi trying to step in front of the pass. Nicole Peden with her back to the basket. Nearly got that one. On the outside, that is McKenna Brogg with it. Over on the outside, long shot attempt, no good. Almost rebounded by Olsen, another offensive rebound, but Bradshaw steals it away. Bradshaw over to Smith, down by 6, 2:45 on the clock. The Eagles trailing, going left to right on your screen. Peden has it go off of her hands and out of play. 3-on-1 for the Star Valley Lady Braves, laid up and in, and that might be just about enough for the Star Valley Lady Braves. A turnover right when you didn't want it for the Lyman Eagles, trying to get the game back to a one-possession game as Bradshaw lays it up and in, gets a friendly roll off the rim. So back to a 6-point game, 2:15 to play. Let's see when, if Lyman is going to foul, when they elect to do so. Olsen underneath. Olsen is fouled, and she will be laid up and in. That is a rookie freshman mistake from Bryce Hansen. Bryce Hansen, if you're going to foul, you got to foul and not allow the basket. Instead, Bryce Hansen tried to cut Olsen off, and she fouled her, allowed her to get the shot off and in. So an 8-point deficit, chance to make it a 9-point game as Mandy Air checks back in for Nicole Peden. 2:06 to go, down by 8. Olsen at the line for one more. Free throw is up, and it is good. So a 9-point game. If there ever was a time, this is probably it for the Lyman Eagles, for McKinley Bradshaw to start shooting some outside shots, start shooting some threes. Mandy Air had the ball knocked out of her hands in the front court. And a timeout, Lyman Eagles. We're going to take this timeout, too, on MyLocalRadio.com.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
Back here in Afton, Wyoming for the final 2:03 on the clock. The Lyman Eagles trailing by 9. As I said before the break, if there was ever a time for McKinley Bradshaw to start just shooting threes, this will be it. I don't think it's got to come from outside as Bradshaw drives, kicks it out to Bryce Hansen for an open three. Hansen misses short, chased down by Spring Yagi. Yagi goes into the backcourt She touched it in the front court, then traveled with it into the back court. Had she just let it go into the back court and then touched it, it would have been fair game. 1:45 on the clock here in the final quarter of play. The Eagles down by 9. Star Valley looking to get their win on the board. Stolen away by McKinley Bradshaw. McKinley Bradshaw goes all the way to the basket, but it's blocked. McKinley Bradshaw is blocked, much to the pleasure of the home fans here, and a traveling violation is called. So McKinley Bradshaw blocked underneath the basket. Kept it in play, did Star Valley, and fortunately for them, they traveled, but a good play. And a foul in the corner called on Star Valley as Spring Yagi caught the inbound pass. 5th team foul in the second half. 1:30 to play, 90 seconds is all Lyman has, trailing by 9. Bradshaw trying to get it inbounds, nearly stolen away by Olsen, taps it into the Lyman bench. Bradshaw will inbound again. Bradshaw, ball on the three-point line, leans into it, no good. Rebound underneath, call it a pass as Mandier gets that one. Star Valley trying to break the pressure, and McKinley Bradshaw racing up from behind to try to steal it away from Olsen. Not a ball handler, and unfortunately for her, they called a foul. A quick whistle there from the referees. But as it stands, it is the 3rd foul on Bradshaw here in the game. Olsen for a 1-and-1. First shot is up and good. So Olsen has been phenomenal tonight. She had a big first 3 quarters, and Abby Cole is the star of this 4th quarter for the Star Valley Braves. Second free throw, leans into it, and that is good. So back to a 9-point game, 1:17 to play. Lyman cannot trade 2 for 2 on each end of the court. Bradshaw trying to get some space, clear some space, and she is fouled from downtown. I think she created the contact there as Lacey Cole tried to demonstrate that she backed away from it. From my vantage point, it didn't look like Bradshaw jumped into the defender, but if you're Star Valley, you probably don't want them guarding that close anyway. If she hits an outside shot, so be it, but don't give her 3 free ones at the line. First free throw is up and good. She'll get 2 more. Will McKinley Bradshaw trying to improve on her night. Bradshaw's second shot is up and good. So the Lyman Eagles desperately needed that. Scoring with no time coming off the clock. 69 seconds to play in half number 2. And that one is up and good. So all 3 good from the free throw line. A 6-point deficit once again for the Lyman Lady Eagles. Trying to get it inbounds, gets it over to Olsen. Olsen throws it ahead to Olivia Muir. Muir picks up her dribble. Star Valley got away with that one there as Olivia Muir, I don't know what she was doing. Probably not a ball handler because she picked up her dribble outside the 3-point line. The Lyman had realized that maybe they would have been able to trap the ball, but instead they committed a foul with 1:03 on the clock. Foul was called on Mandy Air, her second. Still 1-and-1 here, as that free throw is no good. Rebound from Olivia Smith, rips it away, gets it up to McKinley Bradshaw. Down 2 possessions here with under a minute to play. Bradshaw, jumper is good, back down to 4, the deficit down to 4. Nearly stolen away, ball on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball, and it will be Lyman ball. So 4-point game. Actually, wow, they're going to give Star Valley the timeout there. Jason Hansen is not happy. I don't blame him. The ball was loose on the floor. Looked like 2 Lyman players were on it as well as a Star Valley player, and that official somehow jumped in and said she heard a timeout. Doesn't matter if she heard the timeout. It's whether Star Valley had the ball would be in question there, as looked like a jump ball to me. It looked like neither team had full possession of it, but as it stands, Star Valley escapes somehow, I guess we could say. A full timeout by head coach David Moore as he talks to his team. So that official saw or heard something. Maybe ball was in the far corner, so I'll give that official the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she saw something we didn't see, but from our vantage point, it looked like it was a jump ball situation. Two officials had a jump. She was the only one to have that timeout called. So 48.3, Star Valley will inbound underneath their own basket, up by 4. And what is the call here? Was a foul called? I'm not exactly what the stoppage was for. Not a foul because they're not on the free throw line. But whatever it was, action has resumed. Bryce Hansen with the ball. So the official saw something, I guess. He pointed towards the Lyman bench, but Lyman didn't have the ball, so they couldn't have called a timeout. Maybe a warning giving? I'm not exactly sure what that call was. Interesting calls here. A 1-and-1, however, for Star Valley. 1-and-1. That shot is no good. Olsen chases it down in the corner, and that is just a killer for the Lyman Eagles. 3-point attempt from the outside. Abby Coles, no good. Ripped away from Bradshaw. Bradshaw trying to beat the numbers down the court. Gives it up to Bryce Hansen. Bryce Hansen throws it inside to Mandy Aaron. That is a freshman mistake right there, as Bryce Hansen just kind of tossed it into no man's land. Had she come down with it, she could have set her offense up. In the backcourt, being doubled there. Is it a jump ball? It is. So Lyman will get the jump ball this time as Abby Cole came down with it. Abby Cole shot a three-pointer with under 45 seconds to go on the offensive end, by the way. Probably not the best decision. Saw some audible groans. Inside, Olivia Smith after being tapped back to the ball from McKinley Bradshaw. Bradshaw looking to steal it away. Bradshaw on the floor with it. And that was a traveling violation not called. The officials have seemed to have swallowed their whistle here in the last 25 seconds. Star Valley rolled over with the ball. An obvious traveling violation not called. And because of that, they advanced the ball into the front court. So it can only officiate what is actually called, or can only judge what is actually called. And that one, clearly a missed traveling violation. Star Valley, a 4-point lead, 12 seconds to go. Free throw is up, no good. One more attempt for Olivia Muir at the free throw line. Her team leading by 4 with 12.6 on the clock. Lyman's had their chances here in the last minute, have not been able to capitalize. Second free throw is up, and that is no good. Bradshaw with the rebound, trying to race it down the court. 10 seconds to go. Bradshaw pulls up for 3. Bradshaw off the back rim, no good. Olsen goes in for the rebound underneath, and I don't know how that official saw a foul in that action. Not a jump ball, but probably did not make a difference anyway, either way, because with 2.6, wasn't much Lyman could do with it there. Never want to blame the officials for a game, but this has been a rough last minute to watch, maybe one that they will not want to watch back on film with these officials. It is high school, so we're not going to act like they're NBA officials. 52-47, Lyman's left a lot of chances on their own. They'll know that this one got away from the Eagles. Olsen goes 2 for 2 from the line, 6-point lead again. Olivia Smith back to Bradshaw in the backcourt, and that's how this one will end. So 53-47, the final score. The Lyman Lady Eagles lose their last contest before Christmas break. They will be back in action at Pinedale on January 3rd. Jason Hansen will have some regrouping to do with his team. Probably a loss they did not want to have here, obviously. You never want to lose a game, but this one felt like the Lyman Eagles game to win. They had a lot of opportunities, had a 9-point lead in the first quarter, but could not close it out. McKinley Bradshaw not able to put up a replica of her 44-point night the other night, and because of that, the Lyman Eagle boys team will take the court. Coming up next on MyLocalRadio.com, 53-47, the final score. The Lyman Eagle girls basketball team falls by 6 on the road in Afton, Wyoming. Stay tuned to the stream where we will have the Lyman Eagle boys against the Star Valley Braves boys basketball team. Coming up next on this stream on MyLocalRadio.com. Stay tuned after this commercial break.
If you can't give your dentist a 5-star rating, then you ought to consider making your next dental appointment with Dr. McKailey Bradshaw. One patient said, "The best experience I've ever had at a dentist." Other customer comments include 5 stars plus. And not only is Dr. Bradshaw the best dentist I've ever been to, but I can actually afford to have dental work done by Dr. Bradshaw. Make your next dental visit a 5-star experience. Call for an appointment today at 307-789-8910.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
Back here on MyLocalRadio.com. Thank you for staying tuned. About 10 minutes away from the boys tip-off here in Afton, Wyoming, where the Lyman Eagle boys are going against the Star Valley Braves boys basketball team. Looking to fare better than what the girls team fell, where the girls team fell 53-47, the final score there. Just taking a peek at the lineups here in the pregame layup lines on the Star Valley side. They're having some kids who look very athletic. A couple kids dunking the ball early in pregame warm-ups. So something to watch out for in this one is the Lyman Eagle boys will look to push the pace and keep up their energy in this one. Meanwhile, the Star Valley Braves, I believe they're 2-1 on this season. They haven't played as many games as the Lyman Eagles have. They were not in that Flaming Gorge Classic last week, so they didn't play that full slate of 3-4 games in a weekend. They will try to get their 3rd win of the season. Lyman trying to get their 2nd win of the year. I was able to speak with Kevin Lueck earlier this week. Went to his practice on Monday where he talked about his team and what to expect tonight against the Star Valley Braves. Let's listen to what Kevin Lueck had to say. All right, so I'm here with Kevin Lueck, head coach of the Lyman boys basketball team. Now, Kevin, I would say arguably you had your best 3 quarters against Pinedale in Flaming Gorge of the season, and then after that, it really didn't evolve into a win. But how important is that to see that you can hang with a team like Pinedale, who might be competitive this year and might really challenge in the state playoffs? How is that a good harbinger of things to come for the season?
Well, it was the expectation that we've had all year that we could play with those kids. You know, we had a good off season. You know, we were able to play 3 good quarters of basketball, but we weren't able to sustain, you know, especially getting a shot every time down the floor and keeping the ball out of the lane. We weren't able to keep a cushion so that we didn't allow them in the gut.
You really did come out physical in that game against Pinedale. Not to just talk about the Pinedale game from the Flaming Gorge, but you had about 8 offensive rebounds in the first half. How did that make you feel going into halftime, knowing that your team was being physical down low and you at least weren't getting bullied?
Well, the day before, you know, we challenged them that we were going to break the game into 4-minute increments. So we said during those 4 minutes, we wanted to keep them off the offensive boards from no offensive rebounds, and then we wanted to get a shot every time down the floor. We did give up some offensive boards, but rebounding is just tenacity. Rebounding is just toughness. You know, you don't even have to be a basketball player to rebound a basketball.
Now, in that Flaming Gorge tournament, you had a couple in a couple of the games, I noticed some bunnies down low, some missed shots in the paint. Is that something that you're going to work on, to stay physical down low and just finish when you get underneath the basket? A couple times you had some open layups that were no good and didn't lead to points.
Yeah, it's something that we consistently are trying to work on. It's, you know, until you've done something a million times, it won't carry over into a stressful situation like a game. So we're probably about 500 reps into it, but once we get a million in, we won't miss those little bunnies. So
now you've got Star Valley this week, a 4A team in the Wyoming boys basketball. How are you looking at them, knowing that they're a class up, literally a class up from you guys right now? And how are you guys looking to compete this week against Star Valley?
You know, we're going to say all the same thing with the kids. We want to just progress. You know, we're telling them inch by inch. You know, we want to take small bites, and so hopefully the momentum from Pinedale will carry over, you know, so that we rebound well, we value the basketball.
Now, Coach, are you going to practice over Christmas break? Obviously, you only have this game, then you don't play until a tournament right after Christmas. How are you going to manage the guys not playing a game for about a full 2 weeks and then going right back into tournament play?
We'll give the kids about 5 or 6 days off, but, you know, because all of us coaches live here in the Valley, we'll, you know, make the gym available to them, and without, you know, enforcing it, we'll kind of expect that we see a face once in a while. So
sounds good. Good luck this week, Coach Lueck, against Star Valley. That was the voice of Kevin Lueck, head coach of this Lyman boys basketball team. Appreciate all our coaches who are stopping, talking with me during these weeks leading up to the games. Well, the girls, if you're just joining us, the Lyman Eagles girls basketball team fell in their contest 53-47. That one just concluded. And the boys are just about ready to get set. And she jumped down on the court and talked to Kevin Lueck moments ago. He just emphasized the shot every time down the court. It was something, in his own words, they struggled to do against Pinedale, Rich, and Grace over the weekend. But Kevin Lueck is hopeful that his team is ready. He said that they had a good week of practice, but a lot of the time that is coaches speak. You know, coaches will come out there and they'll say, we had a good week of practice, even if they didn't necessarily think it was the best week. Always about confidence and what you exude. As the starting lineups are about to be introduced here for the boys game, we'll announce them as I get them over the PA system. Once again, the last game for this Lyman Eagles boys basketball team before they head to Rawlins in the first week of the January month. We're going to take a timeout. They're going to do a national anthem here at Star Valley. We're going to take this time out on MyLocalRadio.com.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202. Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Another lovely rendition of America's Song, the National Anthem, sung by the choir here at Star Valley. They have one of those flags that rappel from the ceiling via a remote. Always a great, cool thing when you see that. As the fans here take their seats once again, we'll have the starting lineups for the Lyman Eagles. No surprise from the starting lineups for those Lyman Eagles. Jet Dickerson. Actually, I'm going to jump the gun here. I'll let it be announced before I say all of the starters. 5'11" senior Michael Kunzler, the first to be announced. Andrew Housekeeper, 5'11" junior. Stockton Walker, number 22. 5'5" sophomore. 5'8" sophomore Jet Dickerson. And the final one, number 23, Lucas Anson, 6'2", senior, the tallest player on that Lyman Eagles roster. It's their starting five for the Eagles. Now the home Star Valley Braves won the football championship in the 4A class. They have a talented team here in this 4A boys class. They will try to get to that point as well. Number 2, Andrew Ajeski. Will Johnson, number 11, will also make a start, 6'1" senior. Dean Shaw going to get a start here for the Star Valley Braves. He is a consistent starter for this team. Number 3, Taylor Horsley. And R.G. Kazir going to be rounding up the starting 5 for the Star Valley Braves team. A very athletic, lengthy team. Let's see how they match up with the Lyman Eagles, who probably a little bit undersized if you're looking at the comparisons to the roster. After all, the Star Valley Braves have several players listed above 6 foot. The Lyman Eagles only have one, and that is Lucas Hansen, the senior. Jump ball is tossed way over the head of the players on the court, but it is eventually won by Star Valley, and that's how we will start the second of 2 contests here in Afton, Wyoming on this Thursday evening. Ball up top, that is Kazir with it, gives it inside, free throw line leaner, no good, rebound from Lyman. Dean Shaw with the missed shot there, and Kunzler draws a foul immediately on Star Valley there, so 30 seconds in, and a foul is picked up by Dean Shaw. Inbound goes out to Lucas Hansen at the three-point line. Hansen gets it over to Housekeeper up top. Housekeeper gives it to Kunzler. Kunzler over to Stockton Walker. Walker hands it back to Dickerson on the left side, and a foul is called. Riding him all the way was Taylor Horsley on that one, and he picks up a foul. So 40 seconds in, 2 fouls called. Paul Kabanik gets off the bench. Clearly not pleased, but both of them were legitimate fouls. As can't have your hands on the defender the entire way. Speaking of having hands on the entire way, Andrew Jeske got away with a foul there. He was riding Hansen as he drove to the basket. No foul called. The shot was missed, and Star Valley goes the other way. Jeske from outside, no good. Rebound coming in, and a foul is called on Star Valley. So 59 seconds in, 3 fouls on the Star Valley Braves. So at this pace, the Lyman Eagles will be shooting free throws pretty soon. Remember, we shoot 1 and 1 on the 7th foul, 2 shots after the 10th foul. Kunzler on the left side gives it up top. 3-pointer from Jet Dickerson. Jet Dickerson misses that shot long. Hansen tips it out. Back to Jeske going the opposite way. Racing down the court is Star Valley. Tried to throw it in the corner. And out of play, Kazir tracked it down underneath the basket, but he was falling out of bounds, so he tossed it to the corner, but wide of where Andrew Jeske was posted up on the 3-point line, so out of play. So minute and a half in, no score, 3 fouls on Star Valley, however. Has to be a promising sign, at least the fouls, for the Lyman Eagles. As Kunzler driving towards the basket, a nice move there. As Andrew Housekeeper is driving down the right side, the help defense came in. He threw it underneath the basket where Kunzler was driving and maybe didn't expect the ball. It went by him and out of play. Jump shot is up and good, so that opens up the scoring. Kazir, 6'1" junior, puts the first points on the board. That's Lucas Hansen underneath, and Hansen has that one tipped off of his hands and out of play. It will be a Star Valley possession here after the turnover. Pressure in the backcourt once again from the Lyman Eagles. Easily broken, however. And wide open for 3, spotting up and shooting. No good on that one. Offensive rebound underneath, however, from Will Johnson as he gives it up inside, and it's going to be an and one opportunity. Andrew Jeske drove inside the free throw line. A couple of Lyman Eagles stuck their hands in there, got contact, and the shot will count. 4-0, 2.5 minutes in. Chance to make it 5. As I said, I talked to Kevin Lueck before the game, and that was the one thing he told me was offensive rebounds and getting a shot every time down. The second offensive rebound on this possession goes to Star Valley, and that one is laid up and in. So Kevin Lueck not going to be happy as Taylor Horsley gets 2 more on the board, and it's 6-0. That shot, drive and shot is no good, and a foul has been called. That was Michael Kunzler driving all the way, and they called a foul, but not on the shot. Not exactly sure where they got the foul called because it was not on the shot, but Lyman will get the ball underneath to inbound. Richards throws it in to Lucas Hansen in the corner, who pokes it away, grabs it, drives, throws it up off the glass, off the rim, and in. And that's Lyman's first points of the contest. 6-2, 5:10 on the clock here. Kunzler on defense. Can't get that one to go is Jeske. And Lyman with the rebound coming the opposite way. 6-2, 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Lucas Hansen drives down the lane, and a blocking foul is called. The 5th foul in the first 3:04. Called on the Star Valley Braves, and Lucas Hansen will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Full disclosure, I thought that was going to be a charging violation, but the official deemed he slid in late. Lucas Hansen, first free throw is up and good, so he's got all 3 Eagle points early in this one. Foul, by the way, was called on number 3, Taylor Horsley, his 2nd of the first half. He's still in the game, however. Second shot is no good. Rebound pulled down by Star Valley, and they're going the opposite way. Horsley, runner, no good. Rebound from Chase Richards, drops it off to Housekeeper, and coming the other way is Lyman. Inside, Lucas Hansen, up and under, blocked. Out of play there. Good defense on that one by R.J. Kazir. Inbound underneath, Richards gets it up top. Right, fed back right inside to Lucas Hansen, who misses the bunny. Hansen tried to go for the rebound, no foul called, and Star Valley has it going the other way. That is Kazir with it. Goes cross court to Dean Shaw. Dean Shaw with the ball on the top of the key. Now to Jeske. Underneath, Chase Richards on defense. What they call a mouse in the house. And it leads to a 3-pointer from the corner. That was Jeske, or Taylor Horsley, excuse me. Taylor Horsley from downtown gets a 3 opportunity. Mouse in the house meeting a guard, what Chase Richards is. Guarding a defender underneath the basket. That one's taken away, and the layup is no good. Offensive rebound, put back, no good. And Lucas Hansen coming in, grabs the rebound, and Kunzler goes the opposite way. Kunzler tries to throw it to Chase Richards, but it is stolen away once again there from Star Valley. Star Valley about to make a full hockey line change as Taylor Horsley takes the ball up over midcourt. Driving the basket is Dean Shaw, knocks over a defender, not called. And Lyman takes it away, going the opposite way. Jacob Woodland. Housekeeper with the ball. Fakes a screen and gets the layup to go. And a timeout from Paul Kabonic. So Kabonic doesn't like what he's seen in the first 5 minutes of this contest. We're going to take the timeout, too, on MyLocalRadio.com.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
Back here on MyLocalRadio.com. 3:18 to play. Lyman going to go on defense here. And Star Valley inbounds in the backcourt. That is Tanner Thompson with the ball. As I said, a full hockey line change. 5 new players on the court for the Star Valley Braves. Coming in at that timeout. That is Mason Erickson with the ball, gives it in the corner, and the 3-point attempt is up and good. That was Tanner Thompson, the 5'9" senior from downtown. It is 12-5. Star Valley with the lead. Housekeeper gives it in the corner. Jet Dickerson can't get the shot to go. Housekeeper with the rebound, goes up. He is fouled and he will go to the free throw line. 6 fouls, so for the rest of the first half, the Lyman Eagles are going to be shooting here. They will be shooting for the next 10 minutes and 40 seconds of this first half. Kevin Lueck just going to tell his team now to capitalize on those free opportunities. Andrew Housekeeper will shoot the first of 2. That is up, and it is good. Some of the Star Valley players hopped in the lane thinking maybe it was a 1-on-1. It was a shooting foul to begin with, and only the 6th team foul. So a 1-on-1 on the next foul. That is not a shooting foul. Housekeeper's second attempt is up, and it is good. Nothing but net. Sweet stroke there from Andrew Housekeeper. Pressure in the backcourt from Lyman once again, easily broken. And the three-point attempt from the right corner, no good. Pulled down on the rebound, and a traveling was called. I believe that was Jet Dickerson who came down with the rebound and went to the ground with it, so a traveling was called. Star Valley inbounding. Lyman in a, what looks like a 2-3 zone on this possession. Underneath, host of Lyman bodies. Ball gets kicked out to the corner, no good. Offensive rebound underneath, and that one is laid up and in. So another offensive rebound leads to another basket for the Star Valley Braves. 2 minutes to play in quarter number 1. Andrew Housekeeper over to Jacob Woodland. Back to Housekeeper. We'll take it up top to Stockton Walker. Walker dishes it to Jet Dickerson. Nice pick and roll there, and a foul is called. It's going to be a 1-and-1 shooting foul here. Tanner Thompson with the foul. The 7th team foul in the first quarter. 6 minutes and 13 seconds in, 7 fouls. Not a good average when you have more fouls than minutes played in a contest. Paul Kabanik, head coach of the Star Valley Braves, is doing a lot of complaining, but most of these have been legitimate fouls, so not much to complain about. 1:45 to go. First attempt is no good on the 1-on-1, and trying to throw it all the way down the corner. Star Valley knocked out a play there. I believe that was Andrew Woodland. Andrew Housekeeper got his hands on the ball and pushed it out. Joseph Turner checking in for the Eagles. Turner immediately going on defense in the corner. Back up top. That last foul was called on Tanner Thompson, by the way. I don't know if I had said that. His first for Star Valley. 1:25 to go. Quarter number 1. Long three-point attempt there. No good. Front rim. Andrew Housekeeper with the ball. Sends it up top to Kunzler, and Kunzler sees the ball go off of his foot. A turnover in the backcourt there. Gives it right back to Star Valley. Good attempt to try to get the fast break going, but was the pass a little bit behind Kunzler. Had to come back to try to get it and went off of his foot. Lyman commits a foul in the corner there. So the second team foul on Lyman here in the first quarter, the first half. Foul goes on number 30 for the Lyman Eagles. That is Jet Dickerson. 55 seconds to go, quarter number 1, 14-7 the score. Star Valley, despite having 7 fouls on the scoreboard, still leads by 7. Usually not the case if you're fouling a lot. Team tends to trail, but the Lyman Eagles haven't quite been able to keep the Braves off the offensive rebound, off the offensive boards, and because of that, Star Valley with a 7-point lead. Turner over to Housekeeper. Looking to get a screen from Hansen. He does. Nice roll to Joseph Turner. A couple times Lyman has done that. Nice pick and roll there where defender sets a screen, then rolls right to the basket. In that one, I think it was just Turner in the back corner, just kind of made a cut towards the basket, beat his defender there, and quick recovery from Star Valley, knocked it out of play. Turner over to Housekeeper, 4-3. Housekeeper long off the rim, no good. Rebound, Star Valley coming the opposite way. They pick up their dribble, but are able to get it over midcourt. In the corner, pump fake, looking to drive, dishes it back out to the big man. No good on that one. Offensive rebound, goes up over Lucas Hansen, And that's going to be another score. 5 seconds on the clock. Let's see if Housekeeper realizes. 3, 2, 1. He does not realize, and I don't think that shot would have counted, albeit. And 16-7 the score after 1 quarter on MyLocalRadio.com. The Lyman Eagles will be shooting for the rest of the quarter on every foul, but they still trail by 9 points. Let's see what Kevin Lueck has his team set to do to start the second quarter on MyLocalRadio.com.
Hello all, Dr. Dog here. I want to talk to you about PepMinerals.com. By merging the highest quality veterinary grade ingredients with highly advanced mineral technology, PepMinerals.com produces the most innovative pet supplements on the market. The supplements focus on specific needs like hip and joint, digestive, and overall diet. You and I both know a healthy pet is a happy pet. Show your pets how much you care. Order them supplements today at PepMinerals.com.
Back here in Afton, Wyoming, where the Lyman Eagles trail 16-7 after 1 quarter. The Eagles drew 7 fouls in the first 6 minutes of play on the Star Valley Braves, and because of that, it will be at the free throw line every foul that is attempted. But the Afton team, Star Valley Braves, looking to continue their momentum as they lead by 9. Nice cut there from Jacob Woodland. Could not get the bucket to go. He got everything but the finish. And coming the other way is Star Valley. Ball kicked to the corner and thrown out of play there. Dean Shaw had the right idea, but just missed on the pass. And checking in is Chase Richards. He will come in for Andrew Housekeeper, who is limping in the corner by his own bench. The assistant coach, Barry Hill, jumps up to see what's going on with him. Chase Richards gets it over to Kunzler in the corner. Richards, nice back cut there from Dickerson, and the ball went right off of Dickerson's hands. And Dickerson then committed a foul. So not only did Dickerson see the ball go off his hands for a turnover, he then committed a foul in the backcourt. Only the third of the first half, but the second for Jet Dickerson. So Dickerson with 2 fouls here in the first half, something Lyman has struggled to compete with here in the early goings of this season, has been foul trouble, as they have had several guys foul out multiple times, including Stockton Walker, who picks up a foul just as I say this. Or did they call a foul? They called a traveling instead. So traveling was called. Stockton Walker forced the traveling there as the Brave ran into him. Paul Kabonic continues his banter with the officials, trying to get his team maybe some more calls here. All right. Actually, they did call a charge. They did not call a traveling. They called a charge there. So, bit of an odd play there, as Stockton Walker did not fall down, but still drew a charge. And a late substitution is being allowed to check in. Mason Erickson is going to check in for Andrew Jeske, and Lyman will take a timeout. So we're going to take this timeout to figure out what the heck is going on here in Afton. A lot of confusion on the court on MyLocalRadio.com.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
Back here in Afton, Wyoming, home of the Star Valley Braves, who will lead this one 16-7. 7 minutes to play in the first half. Kunzler with the ball up top. Gives it over to Dickerson. Dickerson back to Richards on the left, trying to drive down the left side of the paint. And he throws that one off a defender's foot and back up top to Jacob Woodland. Or Stockton Walker, excuse me. Lucas Hansen back to Dickerson. A lot of outside movement here from Lyman as Kunzler drives down the paint, tries to cut through and miss the layup, and here comes Star Valley. That lay-on is up and good. Avoiding the defenders was Dean Shaw, who put it up off the glass, and it's 18-7. And a traveling has been called against Colin Rogers. Colin Rogers walked with it there. I think they announced Stockton Walker as a starter, but I believe that's Colin Rogers. So I've been saying Stockton Walker this entire time. That is actually Colin Rogers. So that just tells you a mistake on my end. Sorry about that. Do not listen to the PA announcers sometimes. There's duplicate numbers. They both wear number 22 on the roster, so I can see how there was a confusion, but that was actually Colin Rogers, and because of that, the Lyman Eagles are now down 23-7, and Kevin Lueck will take a timeout. We're going to take this timeout, too, on MyLocalRadio.com.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being able to treat them, by far the best part of my job.
Back here on MyLocalRadio.com, where Colin Rogers in the Lyman Eagles take the court. I do apologize. Once again, I caught my mistake, maybe a little bit too late, but I did catch my mistake. Colin Rogers on the court, Stockton Walker not on the court. They keep on announcing number 22 as Stockton Walker. In fact, that is Colin Rogers, so apologies to anyone who is listening. Lyman in the backcourt trying to get it over midcourt. They do. Gets it over to Kunzler. Kunzler drives the lane and misses the shot there. Rebound pulled down by Mason Erickson. Trying to go the length of the court. Gives it to the corner where the three-pointer is open for Dean Shaw. Dean Shaw, the junior, and this lead only extends a little bit further. It's 26-7. Lyman not able to score the ball here. Haven't drawn any fouls here in this second half, in the second quarter as well, because 7 fouls in 6 minutes. They could be shooting free throws on every single foul, but they have not used that to their advantage with 5:20 to play in quarter number 2. Star Valley has 8 fouls. The only foul in this quarter came on an offensive charging violation. Ball nearly gets away from Dean Shaw. He's able to recover. Chase Morrell, tallest guy on either team, 6'5" with the ball. Nice steal from Jet Dickerson, or Alex Bradshaw actually, and then Bradshaw has it taken away underneath the Star Valley basket. Unfortunately for Star Valley, the player was out of bounds when he touched it, so it will remain Lyman basketball. Alex Bradshaw in for the first time, by the way, as you could see on that last drive. Lucas Hansen, ball at the three-point line, gets it over to Andrew Housekeeper. Nice cut underneath the basket from Bradshaw. Bradshaw pulls up and misses everything there. Might have been tipped, I'm not exactly sure, could not see it, but albeit, Lyman turns it over again. Long three-pointer, and that one is up, and it is good. The pain and suffering only continuing here for Lyman. Down 29-7. They have not scored in a while here. They have not scored this quarter. They trailed 14-7, 15 in a row for the Star Valley Braves. They've extended it to a 22-point advantage. Kevin Lueck will have to take this one on the chin and move on. Tell his team it's only one game. It's about the attitude of tomorrow and going forward. Hopefully he's able to rally up his troops. And that layup is up and good off the glass, plus the foul. a three-point opportunity there. And Star Valley will bring in 5 more substitutions here. Foul, by the way, was called on Lyman's Preston Brewer. His fourth team foul in the first half. Chance to make it 32-7 at the free throw line, and that's exactly what the Star Valley Braves Taylor Horsley does. 32-7. The score here with 4 minutes to play in quarter number 2. Housekeeper in the backcourt gets it over to Preston Brewer, throws it up underneath. Lucas Hansen scoops it up and scores 32-9 with 3:53 to go in the first half. Inside the free throw line, nice backdoor cut. Going to be an easy layup once again for Tanner Thompson and the Star Valley Braves. Lyman trying to beat the pressure down the court, throws it out of bounds underneath the basket. 3:31 to play in the second quarter. 34-9 the score, 25-point advantage for the Star Valley Braves. 4A Star Valley Braves against the 1-5 3A Lyman Eagles. Star Valley going for that sweep after their girls team won 53-47 prior to the tip-off of this game. On the outside, looking for his shot is Tanner Thompson. Gives it up. Pick and roll underneath the basket, knocked away and out of play off of Lyman. It will be Star Valley basketball. This one thrown inside the three-point line. Jump shot is up and no good. Rebound pulled down by Jacob Woodland. And here come the Lyman Eagles looking to get on the board here in the second quarter after they've put up 2 points here. Bradshaw up top looking to get the ball. Instead it goes inside to Hansen. Hansen turns around, gives it up top. A long three-point attempt from Jet Dickerson, well wide. And a rebound for Star Valley coming the opposite way. 34-9 the lead. Ball dished to the corner. Three-point attempt no good on that one. Lucas Hansen goes in for the rebound, and he is able to corral it. Looked like for a moment he might have lost it. 2.5 minutes to play. Andrew Housekeeper with the ball at the top of the key. Gives it over to Bradshaw on the left wing. Housekeeper back up top. I'm looking for some open shots. There have just been none of them open here. Housekeeper misses a three. Chases after his own shot. Gets the rebound in a nice entry pass to Lucas Hansen, who lays it up off the window for 2. 34-11 the score. 2 minutes on the clock. As that three-pointer is no good. Rebound underneath, however, from Star Valley. Another offensive rebound as that shot was no good, and that one is put up and in by 6'2 senior Alec Lawson, his first points of this contest. So that lead has been hovering about 20 to 25 points here for the majority of this quarter. Lyman kept it close in the first quarter at 14-7. They trail 36-11, however, in this one. Bradshaw throws it off the feet of his own player and called a kickball violation on Lyman. Actually, on Star Valley. I was going to say, usually you don't have a kickball violation on the offense, even if the ball goes off of your offensive player's foot. Most of the time it's incidental. Three-pointer is no good. Chased down in the corner. Kunzler sees the ball go out of bounds, and a foul might have been called. Official has not stepped in to designate a foul, so maybe he just stuck his hand up signaling out of bounds. I guess that is the case as Lyman inbounds. In the corner, Jet Dickerson for 3 right off the inbounds pass, and that is good. So the inbounder, usually the most dangerous person on the court off of an inbounds play, and that's exactly what happened. Dickerson threw it in, got it right back in the corner, and shot it for an open 3. That shot is no good. Jacob Woodland with the rebound. Pushes it ahead to Kunzler. Kunzler driving through the defense. Goes to the ground. A lot of contact, no foul called. Under a minute to go in the first half. 36-14 the score. Star Valley trying to push the pace a little bit. They drive inside the free throw line. No good on that jump shot. Jacob Woodland with the ball again. And Lyman Eagles trying to push the pace. Hasn't worked out for them in this first half, but Kunzler drives to the basket. Cannot get the layup, but he does get a foul called this time. And the first defensive foul, or at least on the defensive side of the court, for the Star Valley Braves after committing 7 in the first quarter. That free throw is up and no good. Rolls off the rim. Foul was called, by the way, on number 12, Alec Lawson, his first of this half. Second free throw, leaning into it, and nope, no free throw there. I think they said Kunzler stepped over the line. He was leaning into it, and because of that, they said he stepped over the line before the ball went through. So 36-14, the score remains. Ball in the corner, driving the baseline, dishing it underneath. A foul is called, not on the shot. So with 29.8, it's a non-shooting foul. Lyman still has one foul to give here in the first half, should they need it, with 29.8. Preston Brewer checking back into the contest for Jet Dickerson. Ball inbounded underneath the basket. And an I thought it was going to be an offensive foul. A foul is called instead on Lyman. Official ran in, pointed like it was an offensive foul, then changed her mind. Sixth foul, so no more fouls to give for Lyman. Next foul will be shooting for Star Valley. Up and under move, dishes it outside, just inside the three-point line. Missing everything on that shot was Star Valley, Hazen Erickson. And the ball goes long out of play as Lyman tried to toss it down the court, beat everybody there, but unfortunately nobody was there as it is saved by Star Valley. 5 seconds on the clock. Do they realize with 3 on the clock, ball near midcourt, driving down the lane, and a charging foul is called with 0.7 on the clock. So not a shooting foul because it was an offensive foul. So Lyman will just have to catch the ball and shoot. Inbounding underneath their own basket. 36-14 the score. Housekeeper catches it in the backcourt, launches it up well short, and that is how the first half will end. So 36-14 the score at the break. The Lyman Eagles trailing by 22. Kevin Lueck's going to talk to his squad and try to get them going here in the second half. Stay tuned on MyLocalRadio.com for much more action here from Afton, Wyoming.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
the Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service. They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being able to treat them, by far the best part of my job.
As one of the region's most visited websites, MyLocalRadio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit MyLocalRadio.com today to stream it all live.
Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. No excuses, just results.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
Back here in Afton, Wyoming, where the Star Valley Braves looking to go 2-0 on the night. Actually 4-0 if you combine both of the JV games, as the girls JV team lost, the boys JV team fell. The girls varsity team in a tight loss, 53-47 before this one kicked off, and not willing to put it in the book just about yet, but Lyman's going to need a better second half than what they put forth in the first half. They're trailing 36-14 after 2 quarters here. Head coach Jason Hansen, I saw some of him and the girls still hanging around here in the gym as they will get ready for their next game, which will be in the Pinedale Girls Tournament, taking place January 3rd, I believe it is. That first weekend of January, 2-day tournament. We will either be in, I believe it's either the 3rd or the 4th. I'm not exactly sure. But we'll be in Pinedale or Rawlins. The boys are in Rawlins, I believe. The girls in Pinedale. So we'll decide here at MyLocalRadio.com which game to go to, which event, and we will cover that weekend of games as the Lyman Eagles and the Mountain View Buffalo both will go underway in that one. Mountain View does not have another game until those tournaments. The Lyman Eagles had one, and that is tonight. So the girls took place in theirs, and now the boys will need a big second half to come back. Once again, I'm Sean Bennett. Thank you for tuning in here to MyLocalRadio.com. We're going to take a commercial break with about 3 minutes to play before the second half begins on MyLocalRadio.com.
If you can't give your dentist a 5-star rating, then you ought to consider making your next dental appointment with Dr. McKailey Bradshaw. One patient said, "The best experience I've ever had at a dentist." Other customer comments include 5 stars plus. And not only is Dr. Bradshaw the best dentist I've ever been to, but I can actually afford to have dental work done by Dr. Bradshaw. Make your next dental visit a 5-star experience. Call for an appointment today at 307-789-8910.
Hello all, Dr. Dog here. I want to talk to you about PepMinerals.com. By merging the highest quality veterinary grade ingredients with highly advanced mineral technology, PepMinerals.com produces the most innovative pet supplements on the market. The supplements focus on specific needs like hip and joint, digestive, and overall diet. You and I both know a healthy pet is a happy pet. Show your pets how much you care. Order them supplements today at PepMinerals.com.
Just about 2 minutes to go here before the start of the second half, where the Lyman Eagles boys team have strolled out onto the court. The Lyman Eagles are on the court, just warming up here for the second half of action. The Star Valley Braves are making their way back out onto the court now. So Paul Kabonik, if you had to maybe take a trip into his mind or his locker room, I guess you could say, and hear what he had to say, you would assume that Kabonik was talking to his team about not fouling in the second half. Obviously, 14 points given up is phenomenal for an entire half on the defensive end, but the first half has been a good offensive half for Lyman, or for Star Valley, not for Lyman. And Star Valley put up 36. They're right on pace to get with what they average on the season. I believe Star Valley averages around 61 points through their first 3 games. They actually give up 61 points in their first 3 games on average as well. So this one, Lyman will need to put up 47 to hit that average of what Star Valley has been giving up defensively. Star Valley enjoying their home court advantage, though, and they've used that to their advantage. Star Valley averages about 37% shooting, 48% on from their opponents. Fortunately for Lyman, they haven't really gotten that many shots off. That is one thing I talked to Kevin Lueck before the game, and he said simply they have to get a shot every time down. In that second quarter especially, Lyman was not getting a shot down every time down the court. And because of that, you can't score if you don't shoot the ball. And that was the case. So the Lyman Eagles trailing this one 36-14. By the way, I did bring up that that Star Valley averages 61 points a game. Lyman averaging 49. They're giving up 60 a game. So Lyman under both of those numbers as we start the second half. Let's see if the Lyman Eagles can put a fight together here in the second half and make this one a game. Dickerson with the ball, inbounding to Lucas Hansen at the free throw line. Just as the first half started, the second half will start the same way. A foul has been called 8 seconds in on Star Valley. This one will go against number 0, Chase Morrell, 6'5" junior. Kunzler drives in the paint and misses that shot badly. Rebound from Morrell going the opposite way is Star Valley. On the outside, Horsley will back it out towards midcourt. Horsley looking to go somewhere with the ball. Gets it out to the right, where Dean Shaw will have it. On the outside for 3. That shot is no good. Rebound underneath, and the foul has been called on Dean Shaw. Dean Shaw will go to the free throw line. The foul was called on Lyman's number 23, Lucas Hansen. Dean Shaw to the free throw line for 2 shots, trying to open up the scoring here of the second half, and he does. 37-14 the score. Second shot is up and no good. And an offensive foul has been called. I believe that's going to be Chase Morella again with his second foul of the second half. Or no. Yeah, they did call a foul. I hadn't updated the scoreboard, so I wasn't sure. Sometimes, especially with these officials tonight, you're never too positive. Third foul on Morrell in the game, by the way. In the corner, off the hands of Dean Shaw and out of bounds. Pass was a little bit too wild on that one. 37-14, 7:09 to play in quarter number 3. 4A Star Valley holding their home court advantage, at least so far. The girls did win by 6. The boys leading by 23. Jet Dickerson feeds it inside to Lucas Hansen, being doubled. Hansen gets it out to Housekeeper for 3. Housekeeper misses that one. Hansen goes in for the rebound. Morrell defending. Morrell straight up and down, and he will draw a foul after grabbing the rebound. So Lucas Hansen had the position. Morrell had the height, and height over position on that one. Fourth foul, by the way, has been called on Jet Dickerson, so Dickerson heads to the bench for the foreseeable future, as he is in danger of fouling out with 6:40 to go in the third quarter. Pressure in the backcourt from Lyman, easily broken by Star Valley. Dean Shaw pump fakes towards the corner, drives the basket, and will get fouled. And we're out to that layup. 2 more opportunities at the free throw line for Dean Shaw of Star Valley. Lyman Eagles. Quite a few Lyman Eagle fans in the crowd here, making it was about a 2-hour journey to Afton, Wyoming, 2.5 hours. 6:31 to play in the third quarter. Second free throw is up, and that is no good. Off the rim, Lucas Hansen with the rebound. Hansen's close to a double-double. He's got the rebounds, just doesn't have the points yet. That is Colin Rogers on the outside with it. Underneath, Kunzler throws it up. Can't get the shot to go, but he is fouled on the second shot opportunity there, and the third foul on Star Valley in this second half. Dean Shaw picks up his second foul, so Shaw is shooting free throws on the other end, and now he commits the foul, and leading to Kunzler free throws. First free throw is no good. 3 consecutive misses total in this game on the last 2 trips. And that one is no good. So back-to-back 0 for 2 trips for both teams. Housekeeper on the outside. Colin Rogers gets it over to Kunzler. Kunzler trying to find a lane, gets it over to Housekeeper. Back to Jacob Woodland, who uses a Lucas Hansen screen, tried to pick and roll, but throws it right to the Star Valley player, and kind of a lob towards the basket there. No one really went up to meet the ball, and Lyman knocked it out of play. 5:52 to go in the third quarter, 37-14. Star Valley leading by 23 at home here in Afton, Wyoming. On the outside, that is Chase Morrell with the ball. Inside feed. Back outside. Morrell with it, spinning. Gives it to the corner. Nice baseline drive there. Nice passing on this possession from Star Valley. Leads to an open 3. No good. Foul has been called. And Andrew Jeske, I believe, will go to the free throw line. I'm not exactly sure. Yep, it is a shooting foul on Lucas Hansen. Andrew Jeske will go to the line for 2 shots. First free throw is up and good, so quite the contrast today from what the last Lyman Eagle basketball game was, and that was a tight one against Pinedale on Saturday. Lyman had the lead until about 4:49 to play in the fourth quarter, and Pinedale was able to squeak out a late run to win that contest. Tonight, it's just been not going the Eagles' way, as Housekeeper hits the deck again and turns it over. Cutting right through the defense is Star Valley. Kicks it outside. Drive to the basket. Off the glass and good. A foul has been called on Lyman again. And one opportunity for Star Valley. First free throw attempt is up, and it is good. 42-14, a three-point play converted there from Star Valley. Andrew Housekeeper has the ball on the left wing, trying to get it to Kunzler. Kunzler driving baseline, gives it up, and he is called for a charge. So the 6th team foul in the first 3 minutes of the second half has seen this contest draw out just a little bit further. Star Valley will be shooting for the remainder of the game. 4:50 to go in this quarter, and the full fourth quarter to go. That one's knocked into the corner and out of play. Lyman will take over here, down 42-14. Kevin Lueck seated on the bench, trying to come up with a plan here, trying to come up with some way to get his team motivated to come back in this one. .440 to go here in the third quarter, 42-14 the score. In the corner, that is Colin Rogers with it, cutting to the free throw line, gives it to Bradshaw. Bradshaw driving on the left side, no good. Rebound goes to Star Valley, and going the other way is Star Valley in the corner. 4-3, Taylor Horsley, no good. Rebound Bradshaw. Bradshaw tried to take it out in front of the pack and was not quick enough as 3 Star Valley players stuck their hands in there and knocked it away. That was Mason Erickson who came up with the ball, so I think he'll get official credit for a steal. Fed inside, and that is another easy lay-in for Chase Morrell. The lead out to 30, and a timeout has been called by Kevin Lueck. 3:53 to go here in the third quarter. The score 44-14. The Lyman Eagles trailing on MyLocalRadio.com.
Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. No excuses, just results.
Back here on MyLocalRadio.com, 3:53 to play in the third quarter. Thank you for tuning in once again on MyLocalRadio.com. My name is Sean Bennett. Star Valley Braves 4A powerhouse is showing exactly why they are rated so highly in the 4A conference. 3:53 to go. The Lyman Eagles 1-5 on the season, about to drop to 1-6 today. They'll get in a couple weeks when they play, I believe at Rollins it was. That one's taken away underneath. I believe that was Kazir with the steal, and the lay-in off the glass, off the window, no good, and ball is out of bounds, goes back to Lyman. Andrew Housekeeper checking back in for the Lyman Eagles. Just to give you an example of what to expect out of Star Valley this year, as of right now, they are ranked at 9th out of the 9 ranked teams in the 4A classification. They got 1 5th place vote, so that is why they're there. But this team looks like they could compete. Obviously, Lyman is not the best 3A team, but still, to be able to compete and look as dominant as they have today, this might be a team to watch out for, even just as a sleeper team in the 4A conference. There are clearly some powerhouses in that 4A conference. Cheyenne East racking up 222 points in the Ohio Preps Coaches and Media Basketball Poll. 12 first-place votes, 2 second, and 2 third-place votes. They were number 2 last week. They moved up in the rankings to number 1 after Sheridan dropped to 2. 3 on the way is good, and Lyman finally gets on the board here in the second half. 44-17 the score. Kazir with the ball on the outside. Gives it to his teammate Will Johnson. Paul Kabanik has been seated the majority of this half. A lot less to say to the officials or say to his team. Up by 27. 2:13 to play in the third quarter. On the outside, Star Valley gets the inbound in. Drive to the basket, off the window, no good. Rebound, Joseph Turner going the opposite way. Stolen away in the backcourt. Nice give and go. Goes right to Dean Shaw, who lays it up, lays it in. And a traveling has been called on that one. It was Blake Palmer with the ball. Walked with it. Blake Palmer in for the first time tonight. Star Valley looking good, up 46-17 in this contest. Not exactly sure what the call was there. I think they called a offensive foul away from the ball there on Star Valley. Will Johnson picks up the foul, his second, team's 4th of the second half. A lot of fouls in this second half for a 29-point game. Joseph Turner driving the lane, puts it up, no good on that one, no foul called, and we're going to say he touched it, going out of bounds, and it will be Star Valley basketball up by 29. Kevin Lueck still trying to pressure, get his team at least make this respectable in the end. Nice feed inside. Layup is up, and it is good from Will Johnson. On the outside, Blake Palmer with it, looking to give it off to Colin Rogers. He does. Rogers spins with it, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Star Valley. Coming the other way. That shot is no good. Rebound by Kunzler. Kunzler on the left side brings it across midcourt. His team down by 31 with 31 seconds on the clock. Actually, a little bit more time than that. Got ahead of myself. 48-17 the score, 33.2. They called a traveling violation there. Blake Palmer checks out of the game. Talking with assistant coach Barry Hill. Star Valley looking to wind this thing out here. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. I believe Star Valley is hosting a basketball tournament / classic over the winter break. I believe tournament starts on the 28th and 29th of December. So if you're interested in watching those Star Valley games and you're in the Afton area, check that out. Third quarter ends as the long shot goes well shy there. And that's how the third quarter will end on MyLocalRadio.com. 48-17 the score on MyLocalRadio.com.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
Hello all, Dr. Dog here. I want to talk to you about PepMinerals.com. By merging the highest quality veterinary grade ingredients with highly advanced mineral technology, PepMinerals.com produces the most innovative pet supplements on the market. The supplements focus on specific needs like hip and joint, digestive, and overall diet. You and I both know a healthy pet is a happy pet. Show your pets how much you care. Order them supplements today at PepMinerals.com.
Back here in Afton for the final quarter of the 2018 school year for this basketball team. They will pick up action back in 2019, the first weekend of January. A little confusion in the backcourt maybe. And there might have been a spill, I think, as the official was cleaning something up with a towel. Kevin Lueck trying to get his squad motivated here. Maybe gave them a number. Sometimes I've heard coaches give their teams a number, say 20 points, and say, let's cut this under 20 points by the end of the game. Have to get your team motivated somehow when they're down by 31 as Andrew Housekeeper grabs the rebound. Housekeeper makes a move in the paint, drives, and he loses it out of play. Unlucky there, and Star Valley picks it up and takes it back. Crossing midcourt, 7:30 to play here in the fourth quarter. Sorry, I'm all out of sorts here. As that one is laid up underneath, and a basket for James Erickson, his first entry of the game. So some less experienced players getting some run here in the fourth quarter for the Lyman Eagles, for the Star Valley Braves, excuse me. Foul was called, by the way, underneath the basket. First foul goes against Zach Johnson, sophomore. That was actually Brandon McDonald, number 35. Brandon McDonald's first, team's fifth of the second half. 7 minutes ago, that shot from Lyman is wide, no good. Crossing midcourt, getting it into the corner underneath. That is McDonald. McDonald, no good on that shot. Goes back out to Star Valley for a three. No good there as Lucas Hansen grabs the ball and sends it the other way. And that's that play. That has been a consistent theme for the Lyman Eagles, is just kind of tossing the ball down the court and hoping that somebody catches up to it. Jet Dickerson had no chance on that one, and the ball went out of play on the baseline. 6.5 to play here. The Lyman Eagles, 17 points. Good defense from Star Valley Braves in this one, and that one is banked in from the outside. The bank is open late on this Thursday. Have to let people get their money in and out of the banks this close to Christmas time. So banks stay open late here in Afton. Try my best not to be corny for this last 6 minutes, but gotta entertain us and the viewers somehow. 6 minutes on the clock, driving in the lane, Housekeeper, and Housekeeper traveled with it. So nothing going right for Kevin Lueck's squad. Kevin Lueck said he'll give his team some days off in this Christmas break, but he'll leave the gym open, and he expects players to show up and want to work to stay in shape and stay ready for their next game coming right out of that break, that Christmas break. Erickson picks up the foul, his first, team 6, so both teams will be shooting on every foul. That is a non-offensive foul for the rest of this contest. In the corner, Jet Dickerson for 3. Dickerson misses that shot wide. Rebound up top. Andrew Housekeeper misses that shot long. Kunzler driving baseline, and Kunzler is blocked, but a foul has been called. Star Valley's bench got up on their feet, cheering for their team. But the foul was called. So Michael Kunzler goes to the line. I believe they're going to give him 2 shots here. There was a shooting foul. Foul did go on Brandon McDonald, by the way, his second since entering this quarter. See if the Lyman Eagles can maybe get up to 30 points in this contest. They have 18 now 19 as Kunzler scores that one. Star Valley with 53 on the night here. That layup is no good, and that shot will be rewarded with a free throw attempt as a foul is called on Lyman. 53-19 to go, 5:14 on the clock here in the fourth quarter. We'll wrap this game up and go off the air. I'll try to keep you guys updated on where our next game is going to be, either in Rollins for the boys tournament or Pinedale where the girls will be playing. Foul, by the way, on Lyman was called on number 22, Colin Rogers, his second. Officials seem to be lost. First free throw is good, so I don't even know why we stopped there. It doesn't matter if it was a shooting foul or not because he made the free throw. Second free throw is up and good, 55-19 the score now. Kunzler on the left wing drives. Colin Rogers drives to the basket, gets fouled. He'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. 5:04 on the clock here in Star Valley. Braves up by 36. First free throw is no good, off the rim and out there. Second free throw on its way from Colin Rogers. Free throw is no good, off the rim. Rebound from Chase Morrell. And a timeout from Paul Kabanik. Timeout's still allowed to be called when you're up by 36 here in Afton, Wyoming, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to take the timeout with Paul Kabanik and the Star Valley Braves.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires and offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
55-19, 4:57 to go. Paul Kabanik talks to his team about whatever he needed to get in place. As he called the timeout from the outside. That's a long miss there from Drayson Jenkins. Lyman with the rebound, going the opposite way. Housekeeper over to Dickerson in the corner. Kunzler with it. Passes up on that shot. Gives it back to Housekeeper in the left corner, and Housekeeper nails the three. So 55-22 the score now. Outside shot there, well wide, and a long rebound goes to McDonald, who just kind of flips it behind his back to his teammate. He was falling down, so I don't think he saw where anybody on his team was. He just kind of threw the ball up, and lucky for him, it went to his teammate. That three was missed in the corner from McDonald. No good. 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Ball on the ground. A couple players diving after it. Still fighting for every loose ball. .354 to go in this contest. Lyman will inbound underneath the basket here, as the jump ball was called. And that one's stolen away from Star Valley. That's number 12, Alec Lawson, with the takeaway. Coming the opposite way is Star Valley. MyLocalRadio.com scoreboard in your bottom right-hand corner of your screen. If you want to advertise on our scoreboard, you'll get some name mentions during the game. And a nice little logo in that bottom corner. Sits up there the entire game. Call our radio station today out of Evanston, Wyoming, and ask to speak with Julie Burley or Kayleen Anderson. They'll get you set up with an advertising deal right away. That long three-pointer is up and good. That shot from Andrew Housekeeper is drained. 57-25 the score. Team still down by 32, but Andrew Housekeeper has not stopped playing, which you like to see. This one dished out back to the right wing. Bad miss there, but an offensive rebound. Leads out to a corner three from the left side this time, and that one is no good as well. Foul on the rebound from Lyman will be called. Jack Dickerson with the foul, his fifth. He has fouled out, so the first player foul out in this contest is Jet Dickerson. He is done for the day, or the night, I guess. 8:15 in the evening. Free throw attempts on the way from Star Valley. First free throw is up and good. It was actually only a 1-and-1, so earning another one at the line, and a timeout from Paul Kabanik, to the chagrin of this crowd, as they all want to go home, just as we do. We're going to stay, or actually this is a full timeout, so we're going to go to a commercial break on MyLocalRadio.com.
Hello, this is Dr. McKailey Bradshaw. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
.2:43 to go on MyLocalRadio.com. Paul Kabanik using every single last timeout he has, up by 33. Guess he figures he'll get an award for using all of his timeouts in every game. I don't really see the need. I'm not trying to be crass about it, but I don't really see a need to call a timeout when you're up by 33, let alone several timeouts that he's called in this quarter. That pass is long and out of play there from Lyman. Star Valley takes it across midcourt. James Erickson with the ball. Gets it over to McDonald, back to Erickson at the top. Gives it back to Tanner Thompson, 5'9" senior. Thompson looking to go somewhere with it, and he did go somewhere. He stepped on the baseline, on the sideline, out of bounds. 2:15 play here, 58-25 the score on MyLocalRadio.com. Final 2 minutes of action from Afton, Wyoming. Lyman going back to the Bridger Valley after this one. I'm headed back to Evanston. About 2 hours for me, I think 2.5 hours for the Eagles. That three from the outside is good from Andrew Housekeeper. So Housekeeper is heated up here in the second half. Hit some open threes. Won't look like the worst night on the stat sheet for him. His team trails by 30, however, so obviously not what he wanted, maybe. Crowd begins there, I believe we will win chant. Doesn't take a firm believer to think that you're going to win when you're up by 30 with 1 minute and 40 seconds to play. 101 seconds on the clock. Second free throw on its way as some substitutions will come in for Lyman. Joseph Turner, Preston Burr check in for Lucas Hansen and Michael Kunzler. Some starters coming out. Kevin Lueck getting his starters some applause from the Lyman crowd that decided to make its way to Afton tonight. Housekeeper also checks out. So I believe that's going to be all the starters checked out now for Lyman. That second free throw is no good. So I did say Lyman, let's see if they can get to 30 points. They have 28. Chance to get to 30 on this attempt. No good. Rebound underneath. Preston Brewer went after it. Brewer could not get it, but did knock it out of play. So it'll be the Lyman ball here. That one goes out towards midcourt. Stolen away from Lyman, and Jacob Woodland fouled the Brave player who stole it away. 10th team foul, so that's going to be 2 shots for the rest of the way. Kevin Lueck hoping his team doesn't foul again. You're on by 31. You don't need to foul. 60-28 here, the score. Second free throw incoming from Morrell, and that is up, and that is good. And here come the Lyman Eagles, down 61-28. Joseph Turner turning, and he misses the shot off the rim, but does get fouled, so some free throws incoming for the Eagles. 10th team foul on the Star Valley Braves. Turner on the shooting foul will get 2 shots anyway. Foul was called, by the way, on Brandon McDonald, his 4th. So McDonald has picked up 4 fouls this quarter. McDonald's a 6'2" junior, plays on the JV team. Second free throw from Turner to make it 30 points on the night for Lyman. Rolls off the rim, no good. 80 seconds on the clock for the Eagles for this night. Comes to a conclusion. And a traveling violation is called. 61-29, chance to get past that 30-point mark. I set it as a benchmark. I don't know exactly what Kevin Lueck was telling his team, if he even set a benchmark. Like I said, sometimes coaches do that. Just a little inside the huddle tip for you guys at home listening. It's always about getting positives out of what is probably a negative situation overall. And with 61-29 the score, Chase Richards has the ball on the 3-point line. Richards for 3, rolls it off the rim, no good. Rebound on the outside. Stolen away, however, from Alec Lawson, and Lawson gets it over to his teammate. Blake Palmer had it taken out of his hands. And with 45 seconds to go here on MyLocalRadio.com, the Eagles down by 32. McDonald on the outside is fouled from 3. That was Chase Richards playing defense there, and he ran into McDonald from 3. So we'd like to thank our station manager, Val Cook, Kaylee Anderson, our business/advisor, Ryan Steinegert, host of the Rich Rebels, Rich County Sports, Jake Hibbard, Evanston Red Devil Sports. My name is Sean Bennett. I do the Bridger Valley, both Lyman and Mountain View. I'd like to thank you for tuning in. You may not use this broadcast in any right or form or rebroadcast without express written consent from the right holder, Cook Brothers Broadcasting out of Evanston, Wyoming. And we do appreciate everybody for listening. That's going to do it here for us From Afton, Wyoming, the Star Valley Braves, Lady Braves win 53-47. The boys team wins this one 63-29. The score for the boys game. Both teams will be in action on January 4th from Pinedale and Rawlins, the boys and girls respectively. So that's going to do it for us here from Afton, Wyoming. My name is Sean Bennett, signing off for MyLocalRadio.com.